In the beginning, we were born. Then we grew. Everything we knew was new.
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? We see the world through different eyes. Realize it's all fairy tales and blue skies. Everyone is wearing a mask in disguise, covering up their issues with betrayals and lies. As we wish we could see through our childhood eyes. I ask you, are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread that love? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Everything we do and everything we're taught. I guess we all had bigger problems, and then when we saw the battles that were won and the fights that were fought, we never absorbed all the hate and distraught. Spread that love. So spread that love. Are you gonna spread love or hate? And let each other in, or feed in temptation and ultimate sin, to learn what we didn't learn right from the start, because nowhere was place in my heart for hate. As we wish you could see through our childhood eyes once again, I ask you, spread love. Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
Oh, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another motivational video, and this is gonna be a quick motivational video. I just wanna give y'all some motivation, and I wanna chat with y'all, and excuse the way that I look. I mean, I may look a little rough. I'm a little exhausted, and today has been a long day. But I'm still pushing myself to upload this video because being a YouTuber, this is what I want to do. This is my dream, and I'm treating my dreams like a priority. But I just want to chat with y'all. When it comes down to you, wanting to do something bigger and better with your life, when it comes down to you wanting to create your own reality, you wanting to do this, you wanting to do that, but it's you thought you were gonna get into it this way or that way, but you ended up getting rejected. You ended up getting let down. I'm here to let you know something. What God has for you, you're gonna have regardless. What God has for you, you're gonna have regardless. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for all of us. God has a plan for you, and God also has a plan for me. What God has for you, you're gonna have. you're gonna be where where like you wanna be, where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Because you can, like I be telling y'all over and over again, you can create your own reality. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, as long as you. And again, let me explain this. I'm not trying to force no religion. I'm not trying to force no religion on nobody. If you somebody that believes in God, cool. If you somebody that doesn't believe in God, cool. You know, whether you whatever your religion is, or whether you're non-religious, like, because you also could be somebody that's non-religious and still believe in God. Like, I'm not trying to force no religion. Like I said, I'm here to help, not harm. But yeah, what God has for you, you're gonna have. You know what I mean? I know you've been let go, and I also know you've been rejected and you've been let down before, and you feel like it's the end of the road for you when it's not. You know, sometimes you gotta end up getting rejected in order to get a better opportunity to come your way. Sometimes you gotta get let down in order to get a better opportunity to come your way. And sometimes you gotta get let go to have a better opportunity to come your way. When those opportunities come your way, and then you reminisce about the moments when you got rejected, when you got let down, you come to realize that it was a blessing, wasn't it? And it is a blessing. It's a blessing for you to get started on whatever it is that you wanted to do with your life. It's a blessing for you to get started on whatever it is that you know best, in order to change your life for the better, so you can be able to live out your purpose, so you can be able to live out your life. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video with y'all, because when it comes down to, like, like living your life, waking up day after day to go clock into a 9 to 5 that you don't even love, it's not really a healthy way to live. You know what I mean? You can create your own reality, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. What God has for you, you're gonna have. Just wanted to give y'all some motivation. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with, I just want to address something. And I know, like, there's a lot of you out there that be on TikTok. I mean, I have stuff on TikTok too. You know what I mean? If you have TikTok, feel free to follow me at Walle-G 25. But I just want to address this. And that's the thing about it. Like, social media, like, they really be doing everything in their power to try to figure people out. You know what I mean? You go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, and like, you got all of this stuff that shows up on your For You section on TikTok, where it shows all these videos, like, saying, use this sound, you're gonna get like a lot of money. Use this sound, you're gonna have a good day tomorrow. Use this sound, like, you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. And I like that. I like that. I like the positive vibes. But as of lately, you do got some of those that be saying, like, use this sound, like, if you don't use this sound, somebody in your family will pass away. Like, use if you don't use this sound, somebody close to you, or your mom or your dad, will die. See, it's starting to really get out of hand. Some of these people on social media is really starting to get out of hand, especially some people on TikTok, because some people just do stuff just to get views. Some people will do pretty much anything and everything in their power just to get views. And don't get me wrong, I mean, clickbaiting is something that just about every YouTuber has done. I've done it. But I mean, like I be telling y'all, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just clickbaiting. But you see, when it's getting to the point with TikTok where it's starting not to really get funny. Like, that's not funny at all. You making a video saying, like, if you don't use this sound, somebody in your family will pass away, or saying like if you don't use this sound, your mom will pass away, like your dad will pass away. Like they're really starting to get out of hand with this social media stuff. Like some people will do just anything just to get clicks and just to get views. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I enjoy the positive parts of TikTok, saying that like, why if you watch this video and use this sound, you'll get a lot of wealth. If you watch this video and if you use this sound, your mom will hear some good news like tomorrow or today. I like those, but the parts where you pretty much be like saying that somebody in your family will die, no, no, it's starting to get out of hand. Like I be telling y'all, consistency is the key. You can become successful. You can be anything that you want to be. You can become successful. You can create your own reality and you can make money doing whatever it is that you want to do. But you got to be willing to put in the work and you got to be willing to be consistent. You got to be willing to push yourself. If you're not willing to push yourself and if you're not willing to be consistent, then the dream must not be that important to you. It's probably still a dream for yours, but it's just a dream. You're not really gonna like put in the hard work and the dedication to turn the dream into a reality, because your dreams can become a reality. Your dreams can pay the bills, but it's up to you to put in the hard work. It's up to you to be consistent. Because, you know, some of these people on TikTok is really starting to get out of hand. I mean, and really, to be honest with you, now, I'm not saying that TikTok is a bad platform. I mean, with some of the stuff that they're talking about on TikTok, where they're talking about digital currency and where they're pretty much explaining, saying that like they're really trying to like take control of your money, like they're trying to watch everything that you spend your money on. They're trying to make paper money useless. Like, I don't feel that TikTok is a bad platform, because it seems like with TikTok, they pretty much like show a lot of that information of what's about to go down when it comes down to a lot of these banks. But at the same time, I kind of could care less if they like got rid of TikTok. I mean, at the end of the day, my main platform is YouTube. I prefer YouTube like than I do with TikTok. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video because it's starting to really get out of hand. Like when people be sharing videos saying that if you don't use this sound, like somebody in your family will pass away, your mom will pass away, like your dad will pass away. Like it's starting to get out of hand. Yeah, like some of these people on TikTok need to chill out. But that's the thing about social media. They do everything in their power to figure you out, to figure out what you like, to figure out what type of videos you like, what videos do you view the most. You be having all this stuff pop up on your For You section on TikTok showing you all these types of videos. But yeah, social media, it's really important to take a break from your phone, and it's really important to take a break from social media because, you know, at the same time, like these phones, social media is helping us, and at the same time, it is hurting us in the long run. Because sometimes you can like be on your phone for so long, like you're so addicted to your phone and you're walking somewhere and you're not even paying attention to where you're walking. Like you could be in a parking lot, you could be driving your car and you park your car and you get out of your car and you're walking in the parking lot, you take your phone out and you're on social media, or you may be texting somebody, but you're almost about to get hit. Somebody's backing their car out and you're almost about to get hit because you're not paying attention, because you're so addicted to your phone and you're so addicted to social media. Take breaks from your phone and take breaks from social media. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video because it's really starting to get out of hand. Like, it really just comes to show that people will do just anything and everything just to get clicks, just to get views on social media. Consistency is the key. Work hard. Put in the hard work and the dedication. Speak whatever it is that you want into existence and manifest it. Write your dreams down. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of these people on TikTok is just getting out of line. I just wanted to share this video with y'all because I know some of y'all probably be having those type of videos that pop up on your For You section on TikTok too. But yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new track, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with this is just a regular video. It's not yeah, no motivational video and not really a hip hop video, but I just want to like address something. Like nobody has like came to me and compared me to this other YouTuber, but I just want to address something and it's not like I'm responding to anybody because like I said, I don't take the time out to type something in response to a negative comment of somebody hating on me. But I just want to like address this because people be comparing me to this other YouTuber, EDP445. And again, I've heard of the YouTuber, but I've never seen any of his content. I don't watch any of his content at all. But I just want to address something. With me doing these album reviews, doing the music reviews, whether I'm doing a review to a song or whether I'm doing a review to a new album, like when it comes down to the YouTuber Anthony Fantano, YouTube's busiest music nerd. I mean, I'm a music nerd myself, but my content with the way I do album reviews is not like the way it's not really like the way Anthony Fantano does it. Because, like, when it comes down to being a YouTuber, when it comes down to being a rapper, people love to compare you. Like, somebody could, like, say that I'm, like, the Black Anthony Fantano when it comes down to my album reviews. I am not Anthony Fantano, and I'm not trying to be like Anthony Fantano. I'm me. And just like I said in the beginning, I'm me. I'm not spiritual. I'm me. I mean, when it comes down to YouTubers like Spiritual Soul and J Rock Up Next and Papa Doug, I watch them, but and just like with the content, with the motivational content that I do, and even with some of the videos that I be doing to try to wake people up, I'm me. I'm not spiritual. I'm just somebody that has knowledge. I'm somebody that has knowledge. God gave me like a gift. God gave all of us gifts for specific reasons. God wants us to live out our purpose. God wants us to live our lives while we're still here on this earth. You know what I mean? He wants us to live life. He wants us to make money doing what we love to do. There's more to life than just wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. But yeah, with these album reviews that I do, with the music reviews that I do, I give my best opinion. I mean, Anthony Fantano, yeah, like, I mean, Anthony Fantano, I mean, even I would say that with Anthony Fantano, that a lot of times with his opinion does kind of suck. And again, let me explain to y'all. Let me address this. I'm not dissing Anthony Fantano. I'm not trying to diss Anthony Fantano. I'm not dissing Anthony Fantano at all. But I know like how some people are. They like to compare you. They like to say that you're just like Anthony Fantano, and I'm not. When it comes down to the album reviews that I do, I give my best opinion. I give my best opinion and I give my honest opinion. I mean, my honest opinion about Millie's new album, Blanco 6. Blanco 6 is a dope album. I dig it. I like it. But compared to Blanco 5, I do feel that Blanco 5 is a better album than Blanco 6, but that's my opinion. I'm just being honest. That's my opinion. But you see, when it comes down to like somebody like Anthony Fantano, he may go all the way around about it when it comes down to like his reviews on hip hop albums. But I mean, Anthony Fantano, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I salute Anthony Fantano. I mean, Anthony Fantano, he made a living for himself as a YouTuber by doing album reviews. I mean, he's YouTube's busiest music nerd, and I'm a music nerd myself. I love music. I love hip hop. You know what I mean? I love music. I mean, I make music myself. I mean, far as I know, I don't think Anthony Fantano makes music. But yeah, like a lot of people in hip hop be saying that his opinions suck. And I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of feel that his opinions do suck, but yeah, I'm not trying to like diss Anthony Fantano. It's just I just want to like address, this because I know some people may say that I'm trying to be like Anthony Fantano and I'm not. As a YouTuber, as an artist, as a musician, as a rapper, I stay in my own lane. I stay in my own lane. I mind my business. I don't, I spread positive energy. I protect my energy. I don't get into none of the drama. I don't have time for the drama. Like they say, save the drama for your mama. I can't stand drama. I done had to deal with drama enough in my past. I've been through a lot. But yeah, I mean, with these album reviews, I'm me, not Anthony Fantano. So yeah, I just wanted to address that because I know like some people they tend to always like compare you, say that like you're just like Anthony Fantano. Like when I give my opinion on an album, I give my best opinion. I give my best opinion and I give my honest opinion. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too, like I never even said anything about because some people may like be saying that may like be saying that I'm trying to say that Millie's new album Blanco 6 is a bad album. No, I never said that at all. Millie's new album Blanco 6 is not a bad album at all. But I do feel, and this is my opinion again, I do feel that Blanco 5 is a better album than Blanco 6. But Blanco 6 is not a bad album at all. And just like a lot of people was, because back in 2017 when Eminem had dropped his Revival album, a lot of people were talking shit about Eminem's Revival album. To be honest with you, a lot of people hated that album. But me personally, Revival, I feel that Revival was an okay album. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Revival was a good album, and I'm not gonna say that Revival was a bad album. I'm not gonna say that Revival was a great album, and I'm not gonna say that Revival was a phenomenal album. It was an okay album. But Kamikaze is the album where Eminem redeemed himself. I mean, there's songs on Revival that I like. Yeah, like Believe is a song that I like. The song Castle, where Eminem is rapping about his daughter Haley, about him being on the come up as an independent artist, and about his, like he's pretty much reminiscing about the past, about his daughter, yeah, about to be born. Yeah, like Eminem is an OG, and that's the thing. Like when it comes down to a lyricist like Millie's, like Eminem is definitely a heavy influence for Millie's. Like I can tell because like Millie's, when it comes down to his style of rap, he's a storyteller too, just like Eminem is. So yeah, when it comes down to me doing album reviews, I'm me, not Anthony Fantano. I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all, because people love to compare you, like, they really do, but I don't really care, but I just don't want y'all to get confused or get lost in the sauce thinking that I'm trying to be like Anthony Fantano, because I'm not. I'm me. I stay in my own lane. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip-hop video for y'all. I just want to chat with y'all, and I was wanting to do a review to a song. Now, this artist, the album that he dropped, the album is hard. The album is hard as fuck, but there's a song in particular that I was wanting to do my review on. I was wanting to give my review on NF's song Careful featuring Corday. My fellow NF fans, my fellow Corday fans, have y'all heard the song Careful? Because it seems like the song Careful is gonna be like a hit from the album. It seems like the song Careful is gonna be a big hit for NF on his new album. But yeah, here's my review. The song Careful by NF and Corday, this song goes hard. This song goes hard as fuck. I mean, Corday, his verse is like a great verse. I mean, this is a collab that a lot of people probably thought that we didn't really need. This is a collab that a lot of people didn't really think about. But NF and Corday, like both of their styles, like when you have two artists that have like unique styles and when they collab on a track together, you know, it makes it a masterpiece, and that's what hip hop is all about. You know what I mean? NF and Corday are two artists that sound different. NF and Corday are not two artists that sound the same. But yeah, Corday, he killed it with his verse. I mean, Corday never disappoints. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, the song Careful by NF and Corday, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this song a 10 out of 10. Definitely 100%. And NF, like, you know, I mean, like NF was referencing like the verse where he raps about J. Cole sitting on a roof. For some of y'all that don't know what he's talking about, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know what he's talking about, but for some of y'all that may be confused, he's referencing J. Cole's album 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Most of y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the cover of the album where J. Cole, he's sitting on top of the roof of his childhood house. Yeah, he's referencing the album 2014 Forest Hills Drive where J. Cole is sitting on top of the roof. He's referencing the album cover in the verse. But yeah, NF, he killed it. He killed it with the verse. And that's another thing, too, when it comes down to, like, artists being outcast in hip-hop, like NF is one of those artists in hip-hop that's considered an outcast, but, yeah, this album, Hope, this is something different. Like NF is starting to, like, level up as an artist. Like, I can sense it. You know, I can tell that NF is starting to level up as an artist by trying different sounds, rapping on different beats, because the beats and the production on this album is hard as fuck. This album is hard as fuck, and this album is like a masterpiece, a 10 out of 10. I mean, but yeah, the song Careful, so far the song Careful is like one of my favorite songs from NF's new album, Hope. But yeah, my fellow NF fans, my fellow Corday fans, have y'all heard the song Careful? Yeah, if you haven't heard it as of yet, it's definitely a go-to. This is definitely a song that I'll go back and listen to over and over again until I get tired of it. But yeah, that's my review. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another motivational video for y'all. I just want to chat with y'all and I just want to give y'all some quick motivation today. It's the weekend, it's Saturday, and it's a blessing that you have woke up this morning. But I just want to give y'all some motivation. Get up out of your bed and know that you're gonna have a good day today. Get up out of your bed and work on the things that you want to do with your life in order to change your life so you no longer got to work a 9 to 5. Get up and know that it's going to be a good day today. Get up and know that you're going to have a good day today. Speak it into existence, manifest. Put the action along with the manifestation. Take action. But get up and know that you're going to have a good day today. Because, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of humans, they really don't know how powerful their words are. They really don't know how powerful the tongue is. Words are powerful. The tongue is powerful. And taking actions towards your dreams and towards your goals is powerful too. Along with manifestation, it becomes unstoppable. But yeah, get up out of your bed and know that you're going to have a good day today. Get up out of your bed and know that you're going to have a great day today. Know that something good is going to happen for you. Know that something great is on the way for you. Manifest it. Speak it into existence. Write your dreams down and work towards your dreams every single day. Just wanted to give y'all some quick motivation on this Saturday morning. It's the weekend. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new track, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip-hop video for y'all today. Happy Good Friday and Happy New Music Friday. I was wanting to give my review on this new album. This is another new rap album that dropped today. I was wanting to give my review on Rit's new album, Mellow Lovation Music. A pretty unique name for a rap name. Yeah, like creativity. But yeah, I was wanting to give my review on Rit's new album, Mellow Lovation Music. Now, I know I've never, like, done any, like, reviews on any of Rit's stuff. Some of y'all may know who Rit's is, and some of y'all may not know who Rit's is. Rit's was discovered by Yellow Wolf, and some of y'all may know who Yellow Wolf is, and some of y'all may not know who Yellow Wolf is. Yellow Wolf is the one that discovered Rit's. Rit's used to be signed to Tech Nine's label. He used to be signed to Tech Nine. Ritz used to be signed to Strange Music, but he's not signed to Strange Music anymore. He's doing his own thing with his own label, Clientele Records. But yeah, like Ritz is definitely a lyricist. Ritz is like one of the illest. He's an independent artist, but Ritz is definitely one of the illest lyricists. But yeah, this is my review on Rit's new album, Mellow Lovation Music. Rit's Rit's new album. This new album is unique. This new album is this new album is with the uniqueness of the new album, it's definitely pretty dope. You know what I mean? Ritz, with him coming from the South, being a white rapper from the dirty South, being a lyricist from the dirty South, like, Ritz is definitely he's definitely a southern lyricist that people should respect. He's definitely a certain lyricist that the hip hop culture should respect, because when it comes down to the South, people be talking about saying that the South destroyed hip hop. I mean, when it comes down to lyricists like Ritz, when it comes down to lyricists like Big Crit, when it comes down to lyricists like Yellow Wolf, T.I., Killer Mike, yeah, like, I mean, they're lyricists from the South. I mean, they spit, they can spit. Now, Two Chains, on the other hand, I wouldn't really say that Two Chains is like lyrical like that, but Two Chains can spit too. But yeah, Ritz, his new album, Mellow Lovation Music, it's definitely pretty dope. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. It's a pretty unique album. I mean, Ritz, with his chopper flow, like Ritz, I mean, besides Twister, like, I honestly feel that, like, when it comes down to the chopper flow in hip hop, I honestly feel that there's nobody that can do it better between Tech Nine and Twister. Now, Eminem does it. Eminem, like in his song Godzilla, Eminem did the chopper flow where at the end of the song, Eminem is just rapping fast. Like he's going super fast, and he also did it in his song Rap God where he's going super fast. But when it comes down to the chopper flow, Tech Nine and Twister, they're the kings at that. They're definitely the kings. But yeah, Ritz got like that chopper style with his rapping. But yeah, I've been a fan of Ritz ever since day one. I've been a fan of Ritz ever since he came out with his album The Life and Times of Johnny Valiant. And you see, when he came out with that album, he was like signed to Strange Music at the time. Like he was already signed to Tech Nine. But yeah, Mellow Lovation Music, this album is definitely a pretty good album. There's definitely some vibes on this album. Like before I recorded this video, before I uploaded this video, I was actually vibing to the album. Yeah, this album, it's definitely vibey. You know what I mean? I enjoy albums where there's songs up there that I can just vibe to. But yeah, my fellow Ritz fans, have y'all heard his new album, Mellow Lovation Music? Did you know that he dropped a new album today? If you haven't heard his new album, Mellow Lovation Music, you should definitely check it out. It's a pretty good album. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this album an 8 out of 10. But yeah, Ritz, his new album, Mellow Lovation Music, is pretty dope. There's definitely some vibes, and he also got features on this song. He also he got a feature on the song called he got a feature with Project Pat. Like him and Project Pat, they did a song called Who. And that song is pretty dope. Now, I don't really like listen to Project Pat, to be honest with you. I never really heard any of Project Pat's stuff, but the song that he did with Ritz, Who, is pretty dope. I like it. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. What up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop video for y'all. And again, happy New Music Friday and also happy Good Friday. But yeah, there's another artist, another rapper that I listen to heavy, that I fucks with heavy. He dropped a new album today also. I want to give my review on NF's new album, Hope. Yeah, I wanted to do my review on NF's new album. He just dropped it today, and there's also like a feature on the album with Quarter Day, and you see Quarter Day. I fucks with Quarter Day heavy. But yeah, this is my review on NF's new album, Hope. NF's new album, this album goes hard. You know, this is something different from NF. Like, I never really like heard NF go into like this type of mode, but this album goes hard. Yeah, like the type of beats that NF is rapping on. Yeah, like this album definitely goes hard. Like, I see NF. He trying to like adapt. He trying to adapt his style. But yo, this album goes hard. This album is phenomenal. I love it. To tell you the truth, to be honest with you, I kind of feel that NF's new album is better than Millie's new album, Blanco 6. But again, Millie's new album, Blanco 6, as I said before, it's a pretty good album. But compared to NF's new album, Hope, like, NF's new album, Hope is... This album is amazing. This album goes hard. This album is definitely fire, complete fire. Yeah, like NF is a dope storyteller too, him and Millie's both. But yeah, like NF, the song that he did with Corday, Careful, like Corday, yeah, Corday, his verse on the song Careful with NF, Corday, he killed it. Corday always knows it. Corday always kills it. Corday never disappoints. But yeah, like an NF and Corday feature, this is like a collab that probably the hip hop community probably felt like they didn't really need, but this NF and Corday collab was phenomenal. Yeah, like, you know what I mean, eventually, you know, hopefully in the future we'll get like a Token and Corday collab. Hopefully and eventually in the future we'll get like a Token and NF collab. Or maybe even better, maybe it could be like a song where it's NF featuring Token and Corday. Maybe even better. But yeah, the songs on this album is amazing. Like, NF is definitely the type of artist that writes from the heart. NF is the type of artist that spits from the heart. I remember when I first had heard about NF, like his song, How Could You Leave Us, where he was rapping about his mom leaving us, and he was like rapping about like his mom, you know, like struggling with drugs and stuff. Yeah, like I could tell that that song was like very personal for him. Yeah, the song How Could You Leave Us, yeah, that song was like very personal for him. Like, NF is the type of artist that always spits from the heart, and those are the type of artists that we need in the rap game. We need more spitters and less wannabe rappers. But yeah, my fellow NF fans, how y'all feeling about his new album, Hope? Have y'all heard the new album? How y'all feeling about it? On a scale of 1 to 10 for NF's new album, I'm gonna give this album a 10 out of 10 or 100% because NF definitely killed it. This album is a masterpiece. Let's have a discussion about this. Chat with me, engage with me, drop me a comment in the comment section. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. I know I may be an underdog, but don't count me out. I can easily and most definitely prove anybody wrong. My work ethic is one of the best. Just give me a few months, it won't be long. I work harder than you niggas that have ghostwriters. I don't need help writing a song, just like I don't need help chasing my dreams. The only help that I need is God's help. All you hating ass niggas, leave me alone and let me be. This is a vision of mine that is not meant for you to see. No matter how much hate I get, I stay consistent, cause that's the key. Over the past years when niggas knock me down, I happen to gain a lot of thick skin, which thick skin is a requirement as a musician, cause everybody is entitled to their opinion. Besides, critics get paid to criticize. When it comes to critics, that's not even a big surprise, cause that's what they do for a living. At the end of the day, it's better to do something than it is to do nothing. If you want to succeed, you have to do something. Success is not going to magically happen to you. If you think success is going to magically happen to you, then you're a fucking dumbass. When it comes down to manifestation, it also requires you as the individual to take action. My dreams mean the fucking world to me. I've been through way too much shit in my past to live average. I have to come in first place. I work too fucking hard to come in last. As of lately, I've been pushing myself to the limit, making sure that I stay ahead. I wake up early in the morning. Life is too short to stay in bed, even if it's more comfortable hugging a teddy bear named Ted. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with a motivational video. I want to give y'all some motivation because I know some of y'all, like you get into those moments where you reminisce about your past. You want to be successful real badly, but you tend to reminisce about your past. You feel you should already be at the destination by now. I'm here to let you know something, and I'm here to motivate you. Look forward, don't look past. You done came too far to look past. Look forward, keep going forward, don't go past. What happened in the past stays in the past. And it needs to be left in the past. In order to become successful, in order to stay successful, in order to have some forever lasting success, what you did in the past, what happened in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You can't afford to go back in the past. If you always want to go back in the past, it's gonna stop you from being successful. Look forward, don't look past. You came a long way. I mean, I understand you may not feel that you came a long way because you're not at the destination that you want to be, but you actually have came a long way. You actually have came a long way, because even though people may have counted you out, even though people may have doubted you, even though people, like knocked you down for whatever reason, you came a long way. You're still going, you're still fighting, and you should keep on fighting because you're gonna make it. If no one else if no one has told you that you're gonna make it, I will. You're gonna make it. If no one else has told you that they don't believe in you, I will. I believe in you. If no one has told you that they love you today, I will. I love you. But yeah, look forward. Don't look past. Life is too short to keep on looking past. Life is too short to keep on worrying about your past, thinking that you're not destined for a bright future. You are destined for a bright future. You just have to stay looking forward. You have to keep going forward. You have to look forward and don't look past. You know what I mean? You may not feel like it, but you actually came a long way. And if no one has told you that they're proud of you today, I will. I'm proud of you. But look forward, don't look past. I just wanted to give y'all some motivation because all of us have a past. All of us have done stuff in our past that we're not proud about. None of us are perfect. But in order to really become successful, we have to look forward and we gotta keep going forward. We can't go back in the past. What happened in the past stays in the past. You can't change the past, but you can change your future. Look forward, don't look past. I just wanted to share this video with y'all, give y'all some motivation. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new track, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip-hop video. And happy New Music Friday. There's 3 new albums that had dropped today, and I'm gonna be doing reviews on all 3 of them. But the first one that I'm gonna do a review on is Millie's new album, Blanco 6. Yeah, I wanted to do my review on Millie's new album, Blanco 6. My fellow Millie's fans, have y'all heard his new album? Yeah, did you know that he dropped a new album today, Blanco 6? How y'all feeling about it? Let's have a discussion about it. Chat with me, engage with me, drop me a comment in the comment section. But this is my review on Millie's new album, Blanco 6. Millie's new album, Blanco 6, this album, this album is pretty good. It's a pretty good album. I'm digging it. Millie's is like one of the best storytellers in hip-hop. I mean, when it comes down to him being a white rapper, as a white rapper, now again, I'm not saying that Millie's is a better storyteller than Eminem, and I'm not saying that Millie's is a better storyteller than Nas, and I'm not saying that Millie's is a better storyteller than, well, I would say, like, compared to J. Cole, like, him and J. Cole, like, when it comes down to the storytelling, I do feel that Millie's and J. Cole and Nipsey Hussle, like, with the storytelling part, I do feel that they're evenly matched, but Millie's, as a white rapper, like I said, if you ask me, Millie's is, like, the hardest white rapper out right now. But yeah, his new album, Blanco 6, it's a pretty good album. I'm digging it. You know what I mean? The songs on the album, Sentimental, the song, yeah, Sentimental is like a pretty dope song, and the song Moonroof that he did with Jadakiss. Millie's released a lot of, like, he released like a decent amount of singles on this new album, because you know, like, when it comes down to an artist releasing singles that are like supposed to be on the album, like, sometimes when the artist releases like too many singles, like, you know, it kind of like makes the album somewhat a little boring because of the fact that they release like too many singles. But yeah, Millie's, he released a decent amount of singles, because just like the song Moonroof with Jadakiss, that's a song that he released as a single. That's a hit song, and just like the song Yo Yo. But yeah, the song Sentimental and that song that he had did with G Herbo, like Sentimental and the song that he did with G Herbo, I forgot the name of it, but those 2 songs are pretty dope. But all of the songs on this new album are pretty dope. I mean, Millie's, I got all of his Blanco albums on Spotify. Now, this is my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that Blanco 6 is a bad album. It's a pretty good album. I'm digging it. But Millie's Blanco 5 album, in my opinion, is better than Blanco 6. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I feel that Blanco 5 is like a better album than Blanco 6. But Blanco 6, not bad. Not bad. I mean, I've been listening to the album like all this morning. And that's another thing, like, yeah, Millie's dropped a new album, NF dropped a new album, and Ritz dropped a new album. And I'm gonna be doing reviews on all three of the albums today. But yeah, Millie's new album, Blanco 6, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this new album like a 7 out of 10. But yeah, Millie's is like one of the hardest white rappers out right now. Like, as a white rapper, like right now, he's like one of the best storytellers out right now as a white rapper. I'm not comparing Millie's to Eminem. Eminem is legendary. Eminem is an OG. Eminem is like a hip hop pioneer. Like Eminem influenced a lyricist like Millie's. But yo, Millie's new album, Blanco 6, it's a pretty good album. It's a pretty good album. Like Millie's, he got some dope features on the album. You know, he got songs up there with Jadakiss. He got songs up there with G Herbo. He got songs up there with Burner. But yeah, like Millie's, and that's another thing too, like as a white rapper, Millie's is like a street rapper. He's like a street white rapper, and you see, when it comes down to hip hop, you don't really see too many street white rappers. Yeah, like Millie's is like a street white rapper. Like, he's a white rapper coming from the streets. But yeah, Millie's new album, Blanco 6, it's a pretty good album. If you haven't heard Millie's new album, Blanco 6, you should definitely check it out and give it a listen. Yeah, but in my opinion, I do feel that Blanco 5 is a better album than Blanco 6. But yeah, like Millie's, with his style of rap, with his style of storytelling, with his style of rap, he does it like in a street way. But yeah, like I'm excited for Millie's and Dave East to do another Pablo and Blanco too. The song Pablo and Blanco by Dave East and Millie's, that's my shit. Yeah, Pablo and Blanco, and also the song Chapo. But yeah, I'ma still, yeah, keep on listening to Millie's new album, Blanco 6. Like, I got this album saved on my Spotify. I got NF's album saved on my Spotify, and I got Ritz's new album saved on my Spotify too. Like three white rappers that I fuck with heavy. They all dropped today. Happy New Music Friday. But again, my fellow Millie's fans, have y'all heard his new album, Blanco 6? If you haven't, you should definitely check it out. It's a pretty dope album, but in my opinion, I feel that Blanco 5 is better. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel, and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again. And back at it again with another video for y'all, with another motivational video. And this is a video for my people out there that ask questions, that wonder, because I mean, I wonder a lot of stuff too. I think a lot and I wonder a lot. And there be times where I like ask myself certain questions. But I mean, if you know that something is not right, it's okay to question it. It's okay to question certain things, because I know a lot of you wonder, what's the point of going to school for 12 years? What's the point of going to college? What's the point of going to school for all those years to be taught a bunch of information to the point where a lot of it, we're not even going to use it? I mean, we do have to know how to read, we do have to know how to write, we do have to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and we do have to learn how to count our money. But when it comes down to, like, most of that stuff, because, like the stuff that you learn in history, learning about Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence, stating that it's too late to apologize, that is important to know. But when it comes down to your adulthood, I mean, it really doesn't mean much. I mean, it's a great thing that you know that. It's a great thing that I know that. It's also a great thing, that you know about the first five presidents: George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe. It's also important if you also know about the three branches of government: the legislative branch, the executive, and the judicial branch. You know what I mean? It's great that you know all that stuff, but it's like when it comes down to your adulthood, it really don't mean much anymore. You know what I mean? It's also, I know that there's a lot of you that question what's the point of like going to school for 12 years, getting good grades in school, and then it's like when it comes down to graduating, like your parents be telling you to go out and get a job, go out and get a job working at McDonald's, go out and get a job working at Bojangles. But you thought by you going to school and getting good grades, getting straight A's, and getting honor roll, you thought it was gonna set you up for something big because your mom and dad were hard on you. See, when it comes down to school, you get programmed, you get brainwashed, and you get lied to. I also know that some of you question, like, why do you exist? Why were you born? Because you know that you have a gift. You know that when it comes down to life, that there's more to life than just wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. It's okay to question when something is not right, because there are a lot of stuff in this world that's not right. With the way the average person lives their life is not right. Clocking into a 9 to 5 job that they don't even love, like they're programmed to think that their dreams can't pay the bills. Like that there's a lot of stuff that's not right. People be working these 9 to 5 jobs and they be stressed out to the point where when it comes down to them being on lunch, being on break, they smoke them a cigarette just for a stress reliever. But you see, the stuff that the average person use as a stress reliever, it doesn't make a difference if it's smoking a cigarette. It doesn't make a difference if it's eating. Like smoking a cigarette as a stress reliever, cigarettes are bad for you. Cigarettes kill people. And just like some people, when they get stressed out, they eat. When it comes down to eating when you're stressed out, that's a form of food addiction. That's one of the main ways to be addicted to food, and that's one of the main reasons how people struggle with food addiction when they eat when they're stressed out. See, like things can be better. Things can be better. Like you know that with the way the average person lives their life is not right. You know that there's more to life. You know that life is actually beautiful. You know that life is actually amazing, and it is. Yeah, you ask a lot of questions because you know something is not right. You probably one of the chosen ones. You probably one of God's chosen ones. But yeah, questioning is healthy. It's okay to question things when you know that something is not right. And yeah, a lot of times you be having to deal with people telling you that you gotta accept things for what it is. You gotta accept things for what they are. I mean, you may have a dream in this, you may have a dream in that, but like they may tell you that the dream is not a reality. You gotta show them. You gotta show them that your dream can be a reality. You gotta prove them wrong. You gotta show them that you can create your own reality, and you gotta show them that it's possible that dreams can and they will pay the bills. Because something is not right. You know with the way the average person lives their life is not right. Questioning is healthy, and it's okay to question things when you know things are not right. Just like I know a lot of people, a lot of parents especially, question Why does their child have to learn about gender identity at a young age? Why are they trying to force the homosexual, transgender, yeah, like why are they trying to force the LGBTQ agenda on the children? You know what I mean? Like, and you see, that's the thing, you know, it's not right, and you also know that we don't have to accept these agendas, and I did a video about that yesterday. We don't have to accept these agendas that they're trying to force on children, and we also don't have to accept the agendas that they're trying to force on us, for us people that are straight heterosexual. And again, I repeat, and I don't mind repeating this, because people they just get things all out of line, all confused. Again, I repeat, I am not homophobic. I don't have nothing against gay people. But what I do have a problem with is them trying to force it, with them trying to make us accept it. We do not have to accept it. But again, I do not have nothing against gay people. I am not homophobic. Neither am I trying to be homophobic. I'm just saying, you know, when things are not right, I'ma speak up about it. I'ma be outspoken. If people get offended, so be it. But yeah, it's okay to question things when you know that things are not right. And people be telling you to accept everything for what it is, but no, if something is not right, question it, be outspoken about it, speak up about it. You know what I mean? You know, you can help change the world. You can help make the world a better place if you speak up about it. Don't be silent. Questioning is healthy. I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all, because it's okay to question things when you know something is not right. It's okay to be outspoken. It's okay to speak up about it. It's even okay to be controversial. I mean, like artists, rappers, hip hop artists like Grizzy Hendrix, Tom MacDonald, even Tupac. Like Tupac had controversial songs. Tupac was controversial. Loza Alexander is controversial. You know, but yeah, I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all, give y'all some motivation. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Don't Count Me Out Freestyle, it's on my YouTube channel, and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Walle-G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.
I just want to be held in your arms and let you hear the song. The location, that's where you reach me tonight. The location, touch me in my heart, that's right. Oh yeah, it's that time. Angified Presents Glass Garden. Hi Matt, how are you?
Hey, Ange, how you doing?
Oh, it's so great to have you with me tonight.
Thanks, I'm happy to be on.
We're gonna have so much fun.
We're listening to some fun music, so how can we not?
That's right. And music's always fun and uplifting and move you in one way or another.
That it is.
I have to ask, Glass, where did you come from? Like your grandparents or great grandparents? Like, is this like something that runs through your blood because you seem very natural at it?
Kind of. So I grew up in not a super musical household, but definitely that was something that was common. My dad and my mom always played at church and played church music. And so that was kind of my first exposures to music, really. I remember playing Legos and adjusting monitor levels for my dad. And so it's kind of something that I've always been around. And it's, in particular, something that was actually kind of kicked me into high gear, really was the fact that we lived next door to a family that truly was a musical family. The father, his name was Jeff. He was a professional musician off and on. He was actually an engineer by trade, but he played a guitar incredibly well. And then the kids, they all still play music. As a matter of fact, one of them, he's a jazz pianist in Seattle, one of the best that I've ever heard. He's got somewhere around 300 to 500 songs memorized in his head that he can drop out of thin air. So like, that's the kind of people that I grew up with. And so, and of course, so that's kind of how I got fostered into music and how I got started.
Well, how can I rent your bubble? Because that seems so awesome.
It was tons
by
of fun.
all of that and all the different like types of music and genres. That's why you play so many different things.
Yeah, I do. I love a lot of different kinds of music, and I love it enough that I want to write a lot of different types because there's more than one.
Absolutely. And so you said you started out in like choir with church, right?
Yeah, actually, the first musical group I was ever a part of was a choir.
Nice. Nice. Did you play any instruments like in the choir? Because like sometimes they include in church.
No, not as much. The first thing I ever really did was I did. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it,
see,
I'm trying to
back to you now.
Yeah, like I said, I've just ever since I was 7, I've been off and on involved in church music. And I've been part of like a bunch of like different children's choirs, but where I started actually getting serious was when I tried. I decided that I wanted to learn guitar when I was 12, and too many strings confused me. So then, like 6 months after that, I put it down. And I was like, wait, bass has 4 strings. I can handle 4 strings. So then I started playing bass in a garage grunge band with me and my next door neighbor. He was the drummer, and then another kid.
Oh, awesome. Now I'm hearing when I listen to your music where some of that's coming from. That is so cool. So you went from guitar to bass guitar, and you're hitting middle school, high school now, right?
Yeah, so I'd been still helping out at church, and still playing in my grunge band, and basically the more music that I got exposed to, the more I was like, I like heavier and more intense stuff. But it's kind of funny because when I was growing up, I grew up listening to 90s country. So Garth Brooks, Brooks and Dunn, Dixie Chicks, like Shania Twain, that stuff lives rent free in my head eternally. You put on Man, I Feel Like a Woman, I'm singing. That's just But at the same time, I was still always looking for something that was a little bit more intense. So then I started listening to things like Linkin Park. That was actually the very first thing I ever recorded vocally. Was my friends next door. They had Cakewalk and they were recording like crazy, and we all really liked Linkin Park. And so like, hey, well, Matt, why don't you sing Points of Authority? And so that was the very first thing I ever sang when I was 13, 14. And
wow.
And then as
killer though.
Oh yeah, it's a great song. It's tons of fun. So then through high school, I just started listening to more and more stuff and started getting more into hard rock.
So you like all the other genres out there, but you find yourself more with the hard rock, the grunge, the metalish.
Nowadays, it constantly changes for me, to be perfectly honest. When I was in high school, it was a really, I really liked a lot of really, really acoustic driven stuff. So like, for instance, John Mayer, Phil Keaggy, those kinds of artists, like I really was inspired by. So I spent a ton of time especially once I got into high school. I spent a lot of time getting better at acoustic guitar. I loved it. But then also a lot of times I spent a lot of time, that's when I started getting involved with electric and started like playing things like Breaking Benjamin. And so I've always had a little bit of duality to me. And then at high school, I was in jazz choir. So multi-genre study has just been throughout my entire life.
Incredible. I want to study your brain. I want to pick your brain back now. I love music. It's my therapy, you know.
Same.
Your parents, did they play any instruments, or did they listen to like a certain type of music as well? Like when you were younger, that you were maybe mom listened to Pat Benatar, dad listened to AC/DC, you know, something like that, you know, or mom was into like Bette Midler, you know. It was that time frame, you know, Barbara Streisand, all of those greats there. Was there anything like there that you'd kind of sit there with your mom or your dad and maybe just sing with them or like play around with?
Largely, it was a very conservative household at that time in particular, and so it was largely church music.
Okay.
And so my mom always played piano, and so she taught my sister how to play piano a little bit too. I can barely fumble around on piano. I limp. I'll say through. My dad always played acoustic guitar, and that's part of the reason why I picked up acoustic as my second instrument. But no, the music that kind of what I got from my mom mostly, honestly, was musicals.
Pitch.
Once again, musicals. I listened to a crap ton of Hans Christian Andersen, you know, The King and I, Singing in the Rain. So I also have a huge love of show tunes and musicals. Once again, multiple genres constantly. And then the thing that me and my dad really bonded over was the very first time that he started to realize like, oh, Matthew, he's gonna like heavier stuff. When I was about 6 years old, he put on this like Christian rock album. It was called I can't remember the name of but the song was called This Means War. Okay. And it was like a Christian rock metal from the 80s. And I just like, Dad, you should turn that up. Dad, you should turn that up. Dad, you should turn that. And basically it was until it was like screaming loud in the car when it was just me and him. And that's kind of where he figured out, he's like, oh, he's going to listen to some heavy music eventually someday. And that's kind of how and then the other thing that me and my dad really related to was Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Love Jimi Hendrix, especially being in the Seattle area. Jimi Hendrix holds a very special place in my heart. That's really where I started to like, when I started learning Jimi Hendrix, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a whole different ball game. This is music that I not just want to listen to. I want to learn how to play this because it's another level.
Absolutely. Great influences. And you were lucky though too. Like I know like growing up you were probably like, oh, man, I don't want to sing another Catholic or religious song. But at the same time you got pitch. Because you have like a perfect pitch.
Oh, thank you. It's not perfect yet.
But I'm hearing it. So I'm hearing the lessons. I'm hearing you being able to hear a note and be able to nail that note. You're like right on it like a magnet. Like I hear that from your work.
That's one thing that I learned that my ears are better than most. And so, but also because of that, I'm very aware when I don't hit it, and it drives me absolutely insane. Yeah. So I keep practicing it until I get it perfect.
Yep. I can't tell you how many takes I've done on one of the tracks on BandLab to be like, no, it's not right yet. And it could have only been one word, but I have to redo the whole thing over again.
Yep.
Now I've seen that you've only been on BandLab for about a year.
Yeah, it's actually something my friend DJ Tatius, he'd been bugging me about getting on BandLab. Been bugging me like, dude, you should get on. You should try this. You'd have fun with this. You'd like this. And I was like, nah, because I'd always been like my own little music scene, my own little music friends. But yeah. It was actually kind of fortuitous. The interesting thing is that we're about 2 years ago now. I hadn't written any music in about 7 years. Okay. So, and I went through, which was incredibly weird because from about 16 to 25, I was constantly like playing music in bands, in church bands, writing like music like that. It was like, that was always, at least at some part of my week, that was going to happen. So then for 7 years, not doing that, that was odd. And so when my friend asked me and I finally basically was like, all right, yeah, I'll try it out. Then yeah, it's been a ton of fun being on here. I've honestly really enjoyed it.
Well, I'd say you enjoyed it. Congratulations, you were the winner last month.
Thank you.
It's so funny because I believe you said you didn't even have many plays on that either. Is that correct?
At the time when I was announced as the winner, I want to say it was close to 350 plays. But apparently a couple of those plays were the right people.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Yeah, I definitely put in effort in that song and I'm really proud of that song. But I will say there was definitely some luck involved. I'm okay with admitting that.
Well, where can people find your music? Because I know you're not just on BandLab. And I like our artists to, be able to share where they're at. So that way it's not just on BandLab and we can go ahead and support each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the main, I distribute through DistroKid, as I'm sure a lot of people do. So it's whenever I'm releasing something, it does hit freaking everything. But the big ones that I care about, because that's just where I listen to music, is Spotify. And so obviously I've got a Glass Garden artist page there. Then the other place where if you want to be one of those hardcore people and you're like, no, I want to have the digital copy that has like a really good mastering quality and I want to download it, or I want to actually donate to Glass Garden, then you can go to my Bandcamp profile. And so that's where you can also read a lot of the lyrics of songs and also stuff that is ancient. There's some really ancient recordings in there. Some of which I'm still proud of, some of which I'm not going to lie, I'm a little embarrassed about, but I'm like, well, maybe someone may like this, hopefully. But
I've already put it out. I ain't taking it down. I'm owning it.
Yeah, I already did that. I gotta own my good with my bad.
So when you record, are you recording through your phone, your computer? Are you going to a studio? Like, how are you recording?
Primarily, I used to do a lot more in the studio, but frankly, technology's gotten so freaking good that everything is almost every single thing you ever hear from me, doesn't matter where I release it, it's coming from my garage right there. So it's just and I don't have anything fancy. I just do a Focusrite 2i2 like everyone else has, and then an SM7B and an MK4. That's pretty much, and then everything else is just software, and you can get away with that these days, and I love that fact.
Oh yeah, and to make the sound quality like is being made, yeah, you can't go wrong. And it saved you how many thousands of dollars from going to a studio?
Oh my goodness, yeah. And some of the studios that I've worked in, like, yeah, they're hundreds of dollars per hour, and
if not thousands nowadays, depending on where you live, depending on what state. I mean, I've seen like $2,500, for a studio, and that's just an hour of time.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful way that music creation is accessible to the masses, and I think and that's actually one of the big reasons why I'm on BandLab, because I truly believe that the digital audio workstation being on a browser, I think that's the frickin' future, man. I really do.
It is. I totally believe that too. And you're able to collaborate with anybody you want,
which is so handy.
All around the world, like actual make connections all around the world. I don't think any other platform did that. Not even Facebook, which is a social media, strictly social media. I don't think it has connected as many people as BandLab has.
As far as making meaningful connections, yeah, it's and meaningful new ones. Like that's the really unique thing. It's like you immediately have something in common based off of the fact that you love to create music together. So you have some commonalities instantly. And then you have a good sharing tool that allows you to actually get some stuff done, because previously, 5 years ago, like that would have been pulling teeth to get done for most people.
Right. Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Whew. As far as with music, my big goal, because I've been a part of bands, I've done, my previous career was actually in audio engineering, more on the live side though, and so I've kind of quasi chased record deals, not too seriously. I've done some things, but really what I want to do now is I want to build a following of people that like what I create, and just and really engage with those people, and then honestly just develop the music enough and develop a following enough that the music can support itself, that it can just support the time that I'm putting in, because I'm only doing this for pride's sake and because I love it. If no one else listens, I do not give a damn, because I know what I'm making, I know what I love, and I know that it's good, and I'm freaking proud of it, so I'm going to release it, and I just want to find more people that think it's cool too.
Yeah, if you don't like coffee, then drink tea. Let me ask about this piece, I Wish.
Okay. So what do you want to know about it?
Where did it come from? The idea, the music, the lyrics, where did it all come from?
I Wish was a freaking that was a labor of love, because so I had rewritten several in particular the first thing that you hear of I Wish, I'd rewritten that like 5 times, and actually the chorus from I Wish actually was a chorus that got cut from another song. That it was kind of funny. A friend of mine that I was sharing it to, I was like, okay, dude, what do you think of this? And he's like, honestly, the chorus of this song doesn't work.
I love when
he's
that
like,
happens.
And so I actually was able to repurpose the chorus, because I was like, I love this chorus, I can't let it go. So I basically created a song so that way the chorus could still survive and get released. But the lyrical content, is all about that moment, all the thoughts and feelings that you have when you are fighting with your significant other. And that is the reason for the type of music that you hear in I Wish. There's moments where it's like, okay, this is intense, this is hard. There's moments where it's like, oh, this is really soft and quiet, because there's moments when you're in the fight that like everything calms down. You're like, what's going on? And then there are moments of just sheer unadulterated fucking rage, because you feel all of those things and you think all those things. So a lot of the lyrics come from that place, because me and my wife, I love her, and we have gone through a lot of hard shit, and we have worked on our marriage a lot, and it's been totally worth it and awesome. But you also have to acknowledge where you came from, and also share with other people, like, hey, marriage isn't perfect. That's not a destination. That means that's when the work starts in earnest.
Yes. Facts there. I love it too, because your wave file on I Wish, it looks exactly like the story that you have that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that? I want to make little creatures in my music.
So I am part of it once again, because as we kind of mentioned earlier, I grew up on 90s country. We played, I played a lot of church music, recorded a lot of church music. I listened to a lot of musicals. There's so many different things that I pull from that are just in my head all the time. That's part of. So I will do moves and I will do musical transitions that most other people won't see coming from a mile away, because it's very out of character. It's not like, for instance, a friend of mine, I was showing him the demo of I Wish. I was like, okay, hey, what do you think? Constructive criticism, because I very much so believe in that. You got to rewrite the crap out of your songs if you're going to put out good work. And he was like, oh no, this is great. And I was like, okay, I'm concerned about the structure. Is this throwing the structure? Will this throw the listener? He's like, no, it's like, you didn't break any like songwriting rules. Like, no, this is totally normal. I was like, bro, the chorus starts in the middle of the song in a weird place. I don't repeat 2 of these parts. And I actually, it blows out traditional songwriting structure completely.
It
does. But because it's done in a very theatrical and very moving, intentional way, it's not offensive to your senses. And that's my goal, is like, do something different, but you still, it's still it's a journey that you're totally happy to have, but it's just a new kind of journey.
And take care of your ears. Well, let's go ahead. Let's listen to I Wish.
All right.
All right. Let's check it out. I Wish. Glass Garden. You can find him on BandLab today. Same name at Glass Garden.
I'll mention this
you
one thing before we
Sure.
get started. Sorry to interrupt, but this
Go
is
ahead.
actually something that is an exclusive to Angified. This is getting released only because we're doing this. This is actually stuff that previously was on Spotify you could not get on anywhere else on BandLab, but now here it is on BandLab because we're doing this.
That's right. Let's do it. Sharing the love, sharing the music. I love it, Glass. Let's do it. I Wish.
Disconnect. The distance can break our lives in an instant. The blame game that we play takes us further from coexistence. Threatened by communication, won't guarantee separation. No matter what I say, this always ends the same. So explain to me why the hell I'm fighting for us anyway. You give me so many reasons to give up. What have I done? Always my intention is to give up. I didn't think entropy could decay us. The memory of who we used to be is blurry. The future life we wanted together, that we discussed, now pulled down into rubble and debris. I wish that I could do what you wanted me to, but I can't let go. When you brought me this low, take it back, you better not have meant that. I can't listen, you can't talk, so let's find out who's gonna walk. Who better surprise? Threatened by communication, will guarantee separation. No matter what I say, this always ends the same. So explain to me why the hell I'm fighting for us anyway. Where will enough be enough for this blood? We spent all trust. Now neither one of us can take the other's breath. I wish that I could do what you wanted me to, but I can't let go. 'Cause this is what you don't know. Still I try to do
love that class.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of that song. It took a lot of work, but
This class.
it arrived exactly where I wanted it to.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And you have a whole bunch of different layers in there. You know, like your harmonies are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you can feel everything you were going through.
Yeah, that was the goal. Music has to communicate a story and an emotion. And if there's no journey, if there's no emotion, then what's the point? Like you got to take your listener on that journey.
Absolutely. Now, when you write, do you write more personally to yourself, or do you write of experience, or maybe something somebody's gone through, or maybe just something made up?
Honestly, I bounce around a ton. Most of the time,
all the above.
Yeah. But most of the time when it comes to lyrics, I start with whatever I'm thinking and feeling and experiencing. And that's really the most of the time where I start. It's really more often when I've got an idea, because like I will start pretty much always with music first. Like I will start with like, you know, a guitar riff, maybe a drum beat. Sometimes it's a pad thing that I like. I will start there and build a rough architecture. And then I start adding in. And then once I get something rough that I'm like, okay, most of these parts are decent, then I go into, okay, this, let's do this, let's do that. And now I start adding a melody line first to get like, okay, what do I want to have melody on top? What's the lead thing here? Then after that's done, then I start adding lyrics. I mean, that's not always the case. My creative process definitely flexes.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure there's sometimes you just sit down with like the drum pad or the guitar or something and like you just free flow off of it. And there's your idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes you like sing it first and then write it.
There's one track that hasn't gotten released anywhere, that it was literally just this little melody line that was a background melody line of a game that I was playing that it didn't get featured very much. And I was just like, that melody line is genius. Someone needs to, and I was like, no, I'm doing that. And that was the melody line of a chorus.
Sampler. That's awesome. Can you tell me about Nightmare? Because it looks like this was reimagined.
Yes. So this was kind of a funny story. So once again, my friend DJ Tatius, he was like, okay, Matt, there's a song this other guy did, because when I was like, okay, when I got on Band Lab, I was like, okay, I need to do something to build something of a following, because you know it's kind of dumb to be on a social media site to share music if you don't share the music to people. So I was like, I need to build a following. I want to do some covers of other artists. And my friend DJ Tatius was like, okay, Matt, listen to this song, and I think we should do this. And I was like, honestly, I'll be completely honest. At first I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, this isn't my thing. You know, I don't know about this. And he's like, well, no. Like, he's like, listen for what it, he's like listen again. He's like, because he's pretty stubborn. And, but that's one of the things why we get along, is because we both push each other in a good way. And I was like, okay, I'll take a swing at it and and then I did a rough idea. And then after I was like, crap, dude, you're right. Yep, there's something here. We have to do this. And then by the time it was all said and done, we had this track. And so the lyric ideas really came from the original version. I wish I could remember. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the guy who originally wrote the song. So that's terrible. But he's also named on the track, so it's not like we didn't give him credit or anything. We asked him to.
J66 official.
Thank you. I knew it was like,
you are so welcome.
There's a 6. But yeah, so he was nice enough to let us cover it. But it was one of those things. We called it Reimagined because we changed so much and we did so many different things. That like we still wanted to honor the original vision,
right? But
then we took it in this whole different direction, and that's what became Nightmares. Nightmares is a very interesting song because I hadn't written anything like this before. This was something that was inspired by some very, very modern cutting edge pop. Oh crap, what's that name of that show, Euphoria? So the soundtrack for Euphoria, I can't remember the name of the artist who does that. But I listened to several of his things and I was like, man, this is really good sound. And that was where a lot of that inspiration came from. So there's 5-part harmonies in there. There's Cool synths. There's some good rap done by DJ Tatius. So it's a very much so a straightforward, cutting edge pop song.
So you don't only like look at things and say, I'm just going to jump on this. You make sure that your quality is there versus the quantity.
That's actually something that I'm still getting used to on BandLab, to be completely honest, is that I'm used to you re-record until it's perfect, because that's where the studios that I worked in and the people that I worked with and the level of musicians that I worked with. That's most of my friends were session level musicians. So walk in, hear something once, play it the right part that needs to be there in the next take, and that's why I'm a session guitarist. So the idea of just throw something out and just go for it and release it's still is a little bit weird for me. I'm trying to find a good balance, but yeah, that is a little bit of something I struggle with.
And I understand that according to your profile on BandLab, you are up for collaborations and writing things, and people can hit you up. Mm-hmm. Do you charge a small fee or ask for a donation? So because you put in a lot of work.
I do.
I ain't gonna lie. Like looking at your waves, looking at how you structure things, how you build things, how you take it 5-part harmonies. You take it above and beyond.
Yeah, and it's once again, that's why I say this is for the love of it. This is for pure pride's sake, is because I love this stuff, and I'm gonna do it regardless of anyone else that does it with me or listens. But yeah, when it comes to collaborations on BandLab, pretty much my rules is that I'm happy to almost collaborate with anyone as long as I can see something in their music or in what they do that I'm like, oh yeah, I can relate to that. I like that. Let's work together. And that's purely based off of how much time I have available. Right now I have, but then also on the other side of things, like now, if you want to hire me and you want me to mix you, produce you, write song for you, whatever the case may be, that's it, or play guitar for you. That's a different thing, because then the core difference is here, I get to play whatever I want with someone. And so it's a collaboration. I have creative freedom. So then I do that for free. I don't care. If you want to direct me and tell me the professional musician, the audio engineer, the guy with the music degree, play this part or make this thing that works perfectly with this, that's something that I charge for. So for instance, right now I'm actually, I'm creating on the paying side. So for clients, I have a YouTube channel that reached out to me, and I'm working on some custom music for them. And that's going pretty well. And then I have another client that I'm producing as well, that he was kind of one of those guys that he'd never built his own. He's always wanted to do something professional sounding. And so he's like, hey, can you do this? And so I'm basically producing him, taking from nothing at all. And we're going to have a full track. Everything is going to be, sounding awesome. And so, yeah, so that's kind of the difference.
I love it. So if you guys want anything, you know who to hit him up. He is the man, Glass Garden. So yes, message, follow, share, check him out. Bandcamp, Spotify, do it.
Do it.
Yeah, or else you're just gonna have to come kick your butts. All right, so we gotta play Nightmares Revision. I'll tell you what, when I listened to this song earlier, and so you're gonna see plays on this and on your other ones that you just uploaded, and I've gotta tell you, I was listening to them, so just so you know.
That's good. That's good.
I had to check him out before you came in. Amazing. I don't know what else to say. You left me speechless, Glass.
That's the hope.
Score. All right, let's check out Nightmares Reimagined. As you can go ahead and see here, DJ Thaddeus is in this. At DJ Thaddeus. There's two others. Let's it's all up like this. So you can get at J66.
Yeah, J66. Yeah, he deserves a shout out for sure. He was the original writer on this.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to follow both of these guys because, like I said, I heard this and you guys, totally left me speechless. Let's do it.
so long. I gave you the best of me, and now you're gone. I can't sleep. I can't dream. I can't sleep. 'Cause I can't dream. I trash the canvas, it must be fate. So I get a fresh page and push the pen to purge the hate. Forget about sleep and work straight through. All that's left are nightmares, dreams died with you. Take this pain and put it in a cage. I need more hands to bear this weight. So get out of my head, cause I don't wanna retread a bunch of screaming instead. I'm gonna run till I'm red. Took all the breath from my lungs. You let me broken and numb. They told me live while I'm young, and now you're gone and I'm done. I can't sleep. 'Cause nightmares. I can't do it. I can't dream. 'Cause nightmares. I can't sleep. I can't do this. I can't dream. 'Cause nightmares. It's killing me. I can't sleep. I can't
I think my favorite part is the whispers in that.
That was one of the last things I added to that track. Actually, it was completely on impulse. I was like, man, I want this vibe to be a little more creepy at the end. And so the whispers, and then did some pitch shifting stuff, and I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. That's cool.
It sounds like you put some like bells or chimes in there.
It's not bells. It's really just a synth that is EQ'd like crazy to do something very, very, very specific. And that's why you get that bell vibe. And then tons of reverb.
You know the tricks.
I knew a few.
Yes. So that's why, and I was hearing it. I was hearing, as it was going down inside that song. Beautiful. The lyrics too. I had to show off those lyrics too. Yeah. They're absolutely beautiful. And I had to show those off as well, because a lot of times we listen, but we don't read at the same time. Mm-hmm. And when we read and listen, it's a whole different connection that it can build.
Yeah, for sure.
So your lyrics are impeccable.
A lot of those are J66 and DJ Thesis. I think I only had, I think there lyrics wise, I only added a couple of things on that one.
Well, J66, you did amazing.
I did.
Amazing. Yeah. Great. Oh, all right. Tell me about Summer Changes Everything, because it does. The Sunset, B-side, yes.
Yeah, so this is one of those, me and DJ, we were working on, we had kind of a straight up, this is one of those problems of being a multi-genre dude, is that, so he came to me and said, it's actually a whole different concept. He's like, oh, I found this one singer I'd really like to collaborate with. We should do this, this acoustic, summer vibe thing. I was like, great. He was like, yeah, I really want a summer song. And unfortunately, that's the thing that just sat in here. Is like, what does a summer song say to me? What's a fun summer song? And when I was like, 18, 19, going to the lake. Yeah. And then I texted him later on. I was like, sorry, man, I went rogue. I'm not gonna lie. And then I wrote like a straight up Blink 182, pop punk, pure fun summer jam. And he's like, man, I really like this. This is a lot of fun. By the way, can we still do that acoustic thing we were talking about? So that's what this is. It's actually kind of funny. You can't even really detect it, but this entire melody line was actually several ideas that we had talked about using in that other song that we didn't
Okay.
actually use. And so basically the melody line, you could pretty much track it with the other song and it'll work perfectly. So it's kind of funny. That's why it's a B-side, is because this is
Okay.
more about talking about a summer when it's happening, when you are with your friends and, in your, young in your teens, and you're just having a great time because you're out of school. And then the other version is thinking back on it when you are, my age, when you're in your 30s and you're looking back and like, man, that was a good time. So these are two different sides of the exact same coin. So that's why it's a B-side.
I love it. I love it. You know what? It reminded me of like the cassette when you had to flip.
Yeah.
A side, B side.
Behind rewind.
Yes. And then CDs started doing that. So you'd see A side, B side. It would happen with movies and things like that. So that is awesome. There was another artist that actually had done that like a long time ago. And it was really funny because he had made this song and he put it on the B side thinking nobody's going to ever listen to it. And it ended up being, and I can't think off the top of my head who it was, but it ended up being like the biggest hit.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually turned out like a song that, and it's funny sometimes because you think, oh, this is going to be great, and then some of the ones, you said, this wasn't my best work, and those are the ones that like take off like wildfire and you're sitting back and saying, how did that happen? Like, I beat myself up with this piece and I know like I totally could do better, but I beat myself with this piece. I had to stop here. You know what I mean? And it trended, it featured, it just took off.
And that's the unpredictability of music and relatability. Some things that don't relate to you will relate a ton to someone else. And it's just, that's why you just put out your art and you hope for the best.
Yeah. Well, it is definitely summer, Glass.
That it is.
And you Glassavilled it. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to check out this summer on the B side. Awesome. Thanks so much again for joining me.
Absolutely. No, I'm having a ton of fun with this because I love talking about all the crap that goes on in my head when writing these things, and because there's so much intentionality and there's so much painstaking effort. So I love talking about it.
Yay. All right. Well, summer changes everything but that. We're going to continue to do that, even though it says everything. Here's the sunset B-side.
So let the light shine down on amazing times. You and I find a better state of mind. The warmth in your smile shining on my face. You know that summer changes everything. Been stuck in a rut, it's been really tough. Out here doing my best, but it's never enough. Hitting 5 o'clock and that's a full stop. Running from my job, grab my bag, jump the countertop. Winter's dead and gone and spring is fading. Why'd it take so long? I barely made it. You know hopelessness dies with the shade. 95. That's the sweet spot. That's when I come alive. So show me what you're out here looking your best in that breathtaking sundress. So kiss me softly, sign my name. Adventures waiting and summer changes everything. Take my hand, it must be fate. And every day is summer when you're here with me. So let the light shine down on amazing times. You and I find a better state of mind. The warmth in your smile shining on my face. You know that summer changes everything. Shirts off, standing at the boat dock. Turn the volume up, it isn't loud enough. Get a running jump for the lift off. Shake the water off to do it all again. You know my heart is say kiss me softly, sign my name, adventures waiting, and summer changes everything. Take my hand, it must be faded. Every day is summer when you're here with me. So let the light shine down on amazing times. You and I find a better state of mind, the warmth in your smile shining on my face. You know that summer changes everything. Just roll the windows down, turn the headlights off and drive by the moonlight. Just drive by the moonlight. Roll the windows down and turn the headlights off and drive by the moon. Just drive by the moonlight. Roll the windows down, turn the headlights off and drive by the moonlight. Just drive by the moonlight. Roll the windows down, turn the headlights off and drive by the moonlight. Drive by the moonlight.
Oh, that was absolutely gorgeous. Your
Told ya,
harmony and are sick.
Thank you. Yeah, I love, like I said earlier, I grew up and really loved acoustic music in my
Yeah.
high school years, and I practiced a ton on it. So it's actually, that was one of the things that out of high school when I was doing a little bit more session work as a guitarist, that was actually what I did the most of, was country and acoustic stuff.
Oh, I believe that. It's Mr. Shania Twain. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, and you can tell you really connect with the guitar.
I do.
Your vocals, like it's made to be backed by a guitar.
And that's something I try to do very hard, is that there's a
But
lot
then
of like,
again, I have to think, because I wish like your metal screams are immaculate.
thank you.
They're awesome. So I don't know. You are so many genres. I like you in all of them so far. I love it.
Thanks.
Okay. So as far as collaborations, it seems like you pretty much go off your friend, DJ Thaddeus, to kind of guide you on the music wise.
Not as much on the music, actually. It's more on like the melody lines. Like where the great thing about me and DJ, why we work together a ton. One, we've known each other for years, so that's easy. And also we're very similar personalities in regards of we're both uber responsible. So
Okay.
like if he says he's going to deliver me something on Tuesday, it's happening on Tuesday, and I don't have to worry about whether or not. And same thing back
That's
and forth.
nice. Yeah.
So he's actually one of the. So I've worked with a lot of different musicians over the years. He's actually one of the best I've ever worked with because of that, the fact that we both are very responsible. He wants to own more things about the process, because as you can kind of tell, with all the different things that I can do, most of the time when I get in a room, I'm the one that's writing everything and doing everything and producing everything. And this is one of the reasons why I'm probably not going to ever be in a band again, quote unquote band, is because I just got tired of having to collaborate with other people, listening to their opinions, but I'm still the one doing all the work. But yeah, but what our skills are very, so DJ, he thinks of things melody and vocals first. Like that's always like everything is like, that's where he's always leaning to. That's where he's thinking about the mix. That's what he's thinking about composition wise. Me, on the other hand, I always think music first. Exactly.
Yeah, like I could totally tell. Like you lay down the grass and then you put like the backdrop and the sky. And then after that, you start laying down the cement and building of how many layers or levels you want in your building. And then you add the glass in there, right? Well, along with the curtains.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so you have to tell me about You Get Me, because I totally get you.
So You Get Me, this was I was interested, once again, DJ was bugging me about doing contests, and I basically said no for most of them. I was like, I'm not interested. That doesn't excite me, because I do this for pride's sake and love's sake.
Right.
And then this one, I heard one of the contest tracks and I was like, I can hear some potential. And I was like, that might be kind of fun. And then also this contest, working with, getting your song mixed by Zach. And I was like, all right, that'd be kind of cool if that, I was like, I don't think that's going to happen, but that'd be kind of cool. I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just going to try. Who cares? And so I of course, because he's been on this platform longer than I was like, okay, I'm thinking of doing this. And he kind of gave me some pointers of like, okay, here. But he's like, but dude, you need to realize you're starting late. He's like, you probably should have been working on this about a week or two ago. I was like, all right, what's the drop dead date? How much time do I need for some quote unquote marketing time so people get a chance to listen and share and all that? He's like, this date. And I was like, that's in 4 days. Gotcha. Okay. So I turned around this whole song in 4 days. And so it went from absolutely, from the basic track that everyone knew to what it became for the You Get Me. And it's kind of funny because I've been trying to get a whole lot. A previous flaw of mine as a writer is I would write things too high for my register because I was just too excited about it. Like, oh yeah, it should be this melody line. And so I've been getting better about that. And so in this song, the melody line that I was excited about is that thing like way up here, screaming high, like, and I was like, well, crap, I'm excited about this. And what I was trying to do in order to make the time, I was like, I am not questioning any decision I make. I'm just making the decision. I'm moving on. And so that's what I did. And that's what became You Get Me. The only thing that I want to say about You Get Me, because a lot of things, it's very obvious. I pulled some Ed Sheeran influences. I pulled some K-pop influences. But one of the things that I threw in there is an anime reference that no one has picked up yet. And I honestly thought, I was like, crap, people are going to make fun of me for this because this is just some silly anime thing. But no one's even commented or picked up on.
I don't even know too much about anime to even be able to pick it up.
It's all good. It's not that important, but I just always found that funny, so I had to mention that before we listened.
So everybody out there, you better listen and see if you can pick up it. And if you can pick it up, let Glass know, and he'll let you know if you're correct or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's go here and see if I can pick it up, even though I don't know nothing about anime.
If you don't know anything about it, it's all good. No, it's no big deal.
But that's okay, because the audience might. So.
But they might.
Let's do it. Yay.
Yeah.
How it felt when I saw you the first time. I saw it happen to them and noticed that you're my friends. Finding love didn't look so sublime. Why can't I concentrate? At school but often late. Wonder where she's at today. Seems I'm stuck here in the days. She annoys me like hell sometimes, but I guess that's what I like. 'Cause in as soon as you go, things, 'cause I swear she looks deep inside of me. She tells me I'm a jerk and that I'm the worst, but why is she still smiling? This girl's gonna be my ending. What can I do? What can I say? Probably won't get her anyway. My heart won't stop night or day. This will only end in pain. She annoys me like hell sometimes, but I guess that's what I like. 'Cause in as soon as you go, and that's why I can't let go. You got me when you're alone. The feeling I say? I guess I'll keep hoping for someday.
4 days. Absolutely awesome. And I don't know if it was in the beginning verse with the girl with 2 legs. That's all I can think of when I think of anime. They look like little squishy things.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. But we'll leave it a mystery. We'll leave it a mystery.
Yes,
People
we'll leave
let
it a
know.
mystery. You'll have to let me know because I don't know anything about anime after later on.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness. I still can't believe only 4 days and you were able to come out with that.
Well, and that's one of the things that actually I was kind of chatting about it with an artist who's a friend of mine here that I went to their show recently, and it was something that was very very telling, that because his whole process is he basically tweaks into oblivion, like every melody line, every chord, every anything, he tweaks it until he's completely happy with it. But of course, that approach you means you take an eternity to release anything. Now you're very happy with it, but it takes an eternity. And especially if the goal is to, well, one, in this case, just meet a freaking deadline.
Right.
You're kind of like, well, this better be good enough.
Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes like some things like stumble right in front of you and you're like, okay, do I or don't I?
Yeah, and that was kind of what it was. It's like, I don't have time to rethink what this melody line should be. I don't have time to rethink like what this chord structure should be. It's like, you just got to go. And fortunately, it seemed to work out.
It did, very much so. Absolutely love that one. Congratulations again. I'm still mind blown. 4 days and you came up with that. Gosh, I want to pick your brain bank on your lyrics.
All right.
I can't believe like 7 years you stopped writing and doing things and you were like 4 days you pop up with something like that, like finished product. Bam.
Well, I put in an enormous amount of time, and that's the reality.
You can hear it. You put that work in, and
that's the only way
you
that
say
happens.
enormous amount of time. Like it's funny because BandLab only gives you 16 tracks, but once you're actually done mixing it in Cakewalk or Reaper or whatever anybody is using out there, like 250 later if you're really working on it.
Yeah, my tracks, my songs are usually somewhere between 30 to 50 tracks. That's just normal. And the fact is that I'm also taking out several tracks because I just use, I mainly use, like for instance for drums, I just use a MIDI drum. So it's like I don't even have, like normally, like previously in other bands, like I was dealing with a whole onslaught of 24 tracks just for drums for all the mic sources. And so yeah, it's definitely a lot.
Nice. Are you using the MIDI drums on BandLab?
No, I pretty much use everything in Ableton. The reason why is because I'll just be honest, I'm picky. I also need a certain level of responsiveness, and I was trained on Pro Tools. That's where with my audio engineering degree was all on Pro Tools. And I switched to Ableton largely because of I just saw a lot of flaws in Pro Tools as far as like it was meant for tape. That's how it was originally designed and built. Yes. And then they kind of slowly morphed it into a digital audio workstation. Mm-hmm. Ableton was built and designed to be like, no, this is a digital station, and it has more normal file management things. Like I remember the first time I upgraded from Ableton 10 to 11, it was insane because I was able to open up a previous session that I had in Ableton 10. In Ableton 11, everything instantly worked. And in Pro Tools sessions, oh man, that would not have happened. So that's why I'm there, and that's why I work in there. I don't work too much in the BandLab DAW itself, except for mostly for sharing. That's where it works really, really well, and helping and like each other moving different things around.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're so awesome. All right, tell me about Nagato. Did I say it right?
Nagato. Very
Nagato.
Close. So Nagato, once again, because apparently I've got an anime itch. This one is one of those songs that I actually started with. It was the very first riff that you hear was what started everything.
Okay.
And I started it and I was like, oh, well, this would be kind of a fun little metal thing. Hey, actually, so what I actually started, and then I made a generic, kind of more just like a generic metal song for BandLab as a forkable track. So I was like, okay, look, I want to find more metal hard rock creators on BandLab. Here's how I'll go find them, is I'll put out a forkable track. So that's where it started. So what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to show people like, okay, I'll give you the same starting place as me, and let's see what you come up with, because I'm just curious. It's just fun for me. And then this Nagato is actually what I do with that same idea and fleshing it out. Obviously, there's a whole lot more stuff going on now. And this is another one that's an exclusive for Angified. This one actually, the second we're done playing this, I'm pulling it back down because I'm not done with it yet. There's a couple of moments that I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna cringe when I hear them. No one else is probably gonna care, but so it's not done yet. But this is just something to show everyone what's coming up next. And so this is once again an exclusive for Angified. Now what the lyrics are. So obviously you kind of know that my process is mostly I start with the track and then I go to lyrics. Right. And the lyrics, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started writing this, I was like, I got the phone call that a dear friend of mine had cancer 5 minutes before walking in to go write. And I was like, and
the world's
so
crashing at that point.
So at that moment, I'm just like, holy crap, I cannot believe this is happening. Because this is, like I said, a good long-term friend of mine, and we don't know what's going to happen. And so I just started writing whatever came out of my mind. And then it moved into this thing where I started developing this image in my head of what I was, almost like an image of what I was feeling. It's a weird way to describe it, but
nope, completely understand. It's an artist thing.
It is, and then it became this thing of this image of someone young walking into the woods. Somewhere really scary, somewhere very threatening, and yet they choose to walk in. And then it became like, and then I was like, and I left alone for a while, and I was like, what is this about? And I kept writing, and it became this basically a villain story, the story of someone moving from being, an innocent child, a person that was good, a person that believed good things, and then how they slowly get twisted and contorted and become this hellish person. And that's part of, and the reason why the name Nagato is chosen is because that's actually his story. He's a character that he starts out as this kind-hearted boy, finds out that he has these incredible powers, and he decides that he's going to use them to make the world a better place and keep everyone safe and stop wars. But the unfortunate thing is that one of his friends get killed, and one of his dear friends gets killed. And then from that moment on, his entire worldview shifts and changes and twists. And that's why at the end, exactly, it gets from this, like, it almost goes from, someone that you want to root for. And then you get this thing of like, no, trust me, this will all make sense. And doing all these terrible things ends all justify the means. This will all make sense. Don't worry about it. Just follow me. Just listen to me. Do what I say. And that's why the song bounces around to different feelings, is because there is this almost twisted altruism of, he wants to make the world a better place and wants to make the world a peaceful place. But the way he's going to go about it is going to be horrendous, nasty, terrifying, and killing lots of people in the process.
So the villain could actually be cancer in this situation.
In a weird way, yeah, it kind of is. And that's part of why it's so all these very weird, intense feelings and pictures. And so that's why when you would ask me about where do my lyrics come from, they come from everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah. Nope, I can completely relate to you. We're going to have some fun playing around. All right, let's go ahead. Nagato. Did I say that right?
Nagato, very close.
Nagato. I'm going to screw it up like 50 times. Yeah, I learned how to speak English once upon a time. I just can't pronounce it very often. Here we go. Nagato.
An Angified exclusive. Never heard anywhere on the internet yet.
And you won't hear it anywhere for a while until he's done.
I'm finished.
You guys get teased. Na 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 na. Here we go.
stand this pain. I'd rather feel nothing alive. Shouldn't be this way. I can't stand this pain. I'd rather feel nothing alive. Shouldn't be this way. Bear with me now. The weight of all my crowds. You'll never see the real me, how I control everything. I can't stand this pain. I'd rather feel nothing alive. Shouldn't be this way. I can't stand this pain. I'd rather feel nothing alive. Shouldn't be this way. Trust me, it'll make sense.
Badass, badass, badass.
I love that ending. One of the things that I've been like struggling with emotionally is like I love that one ending and that part, and I want to double it. I haven't found a reason to justify it yet, so that's a whole thing. It's art and process.
Yes, yes. And I love being an artist. And I know you love being an artist and creating such beautiful canvases and pieces, masterpieces that people can look at and really feel.
Yeah, that's the hope. Is that you feel the journey of like
Yeah.
of someone who used to believe one thing, used to be one thing, becoming something else.
Yes. Oh, you're incredible. I have
Thanks,
a question. I have one last question for you before we wrap this up.
Absolutely.
If there was another artist out there on BandLab, a younger artist or an artist that is, learning and wants to become better, do you have any advice for them?
Oh, I got all kinds of advice. One of
Don't
the,
quit, obviously.
yeah, the first one is first piece of advice I would say is learn as many different things as you can. Like, do not be a, like for instance, this is one thing that I see a lot is like, oh, I am just a rapper. Or I am just a vocalist, or I am just an engineer. I really push against that, obviously, because I do a billion different things. But one of the things, there's several things that are really important about being a multi-talented and multifaceted person is because, one, you don't necessarily know what you do best. You don't actually know that until you try a bunch of different things. So if the goal is to find your future profession, you got to try a bunch of different types of music work to figure that out. The other thing is that if you're going to be self-sufficient, you're not going to get a label behind you until they are already convinced that you are making money now, so that way you can make them money later. So you have to understand that you're going to need to be self-sufficient for a really long time. So you either need to have a killer high-paying job that can pay for your engineer, that can pay for your writer, pay for your producer, whatever you need that you can't do, or you need to learn those skills yourself. You need to be so that's why I recommend you need to be a decent audio engineer. You need to be a decent melody line writer, and you need to be decent at basic music theory. And those, if you can figure out basic pop rules, figure out basic audio engineering, and figure out basic music theory, you will be head and shoulders above most people that are trying to do this.
Yes. Oh, I love that advice. You got to put the work in.
You gotta. There is no way. Like and that's one thing that's kind of I don't like, is that there's this feeling and vibe and opinion out there that like, oh, someone's just an amazing singer and then they get picked up and their life's changed. That happened in the 70s, maybe.
Actually,
70s,
it happened
80s.
to Shania Twain.
Yeah.
Well, she was pumping gas.
Yeah. And back then, like that was it late 90s, no, late 80s or early 90s?
Late 80s, I want to say.
So but that's pretty much done now. Because you can't just be a good singer. You have to be the whole package. And so work on being the whole package. You can do it. It's not that hard.
Open your mind. Let it in. And then once you let it in, I'm going to pick your brain banks. Ha! Give me Angified. Yay! Sharing the love. It has been so amazing, Glass, having you here with me. I hope you had fun.
Angie. I did, and thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun to talk and share my music, so I really appreciate what you do and your energy, the fact that you're just like happy to be excited about everyone and everyone's music. That's really special and cool. So thank you, and keep doing what you're doing, because there honestly needs to be more of that. There needs to be more people that are happy to support and share and build communities, because then it makes this whole music thing more fun.
It does. It does. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to keep on going. You don't worry about that.
Good.
I'm going to keep building this Angified family, and we're all going to keep going and building such a beautiful community and artists. And we want you to be heard, be you, and be original. No duplicate copies. Right?
Yep, exactly. And that is the reality, is that's the reason why everyone should have their art. Everyone should do it, is because no one's going to say what you say. No one's going to write what you write. No one's going to want to hear what you want to hear.
That's right. And if they don't like it, too bad. They want coffee? No, they got tea.
They can have tea.
Well, everyone, this has been a great interview with Glass Garden. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, not just on BandLab, but Bandcamp, Spotify. Check him out, send him a message, and keep creating. We'll see you next time.
I'm gonna spread love or hate.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's go ahead as Angified presents a very special interview all the way from Wales. Yes, you will know them. I know them as Fly 52. And here they are. Hi, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. You all right?
Yes, it is so nice to meet you.
Happy to be here.
Live 52. For those of you out there that don't know Fly 52, you guys will know them by the end of this show, and I know you guys are going to like, share, and subscribe. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
So I am Chris. I'm the rhythm guitarist and the singer of Fly 52.
I'm Huey, and I am the lead guitarist and the guy with the sexy ass in the band.
I'm Kurt. I'm the drummer. And I'm a monk.
I'm Jimmy. I'm the bass player, and I've got to put with these lot.
We're very serious, actually.
Very serious, very serious. We're artists.
I just want to say thanks for having us on the show. You know, it means a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for having us.
Oh, thank you guys for sharing. It takes a lot to go ahead and share your art and your creativity, you know, and your love. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yay. So how long have you guys been together?
Chris?
I think we started out, was it May 2021?
Was it before lockdown? It was just before lockdown.
Yeah, just before
we were going to be a covers band, and then just lockdown happened here with COVID and everything, and then
kind of like
you guys just started writing songs, and then we came back and just started
doing our own thing, started doing our own songs. Yeah, we're hanging out, doing some covers, just hanging out, you know, just playing music together. And
you just had Anxiety Girl, didn't you? And you was like, well, we'll record that, and then we just did, and it's just, we haven't stopped since.
It's just kept growing, basically.
So
COVID was a blessing in disguise for you guys.
It's actually, COVID was like one of the reasons why I started, you know, playing my guitar again, to be honest. If it wasn't for COVID, then I don't think we'd probably be here. No, really.
Oh, gutted.
Because there was 2 months of lockdown, wasn't there? It was the first lockdown.
Yeah, I don't know how it was.
So we were jamming in between the two, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one where I started playing again. Yeah.
Started, stopped, and then started again. Okay.
Wow. I know during COVID, being a musician was very, very tough. You know, like the lockdown didn't help because you couldn't go out. You couldn't play with each other, you know? It was like our neighbors were afraid. Like you seen a neighbor come outside, it was like, who they were, like, were you around somebody that was sick? Like, you know, it made you like start questioning everybody. Like your best friend was even like, all right, listen, you have a cough, like stay 6 feet away, right? Spray your phone. I don't want to touch it.
It was so hard for Chris particularly because he couldn't touch me and he loves having his hands all over my body.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So let me ask, and I'm going to kind of like, if you guys could kind of go down the line, but what age did you start playing music and who was your big influence?
Let me go. I was 12 and I started having guitar lessons when I was 12, and it was Tom DeLonge, Blink-182 for me. It was just that, you know, sticking it to the man. I just loved everything about Blink-182, and I still do to this day. And then now he's back in the band. Yes! World tour! Oh, it was like, that was one of the best days of my life when I found out Tom was back in the band. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's beautiful.
For me, I started playing when I was about 16, and it was like, it was on and off, so it was never anything serious. It was all like if someone wanted to have like a little jam or something like that. But I think my main influence, which you wouldn't believe, is Foo Fighters. I mean, they're just absolutely.
I believe it.
Awesome. Rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins, obviously. But yeah, they were fantastic.
For me, I was a late bloomer, 21, I think I was, when I first picked up guitar. And similar to Chris, Blink-182 was my teenage year love affair. And still is. Other than Chris. Yeah. Mine was, I started playing guitar first. And I started playing because I saw my friend Alex play Sister of the Down songs at school.
And I thought, that looks cool. And then I went to buy a Firebird guitar and got it completely wrong and bought a Thunderbird bass. And that's how I play bass. And then my mates...
I didn't know that. That's very true. That's straight up. That's how that happened. That just encapsulates our life.
And so I played guitar and bass. So I just started
Ask Kurt what drum kit he plays.
All right, go ahead. You gotta tell me now.
It's a maple kit, it is. Is it maple or Mapex?
I don't know.
Shut up. It's a maple. I think it's a Mapex, but it's a maple series.
the DW.
Is it?
No, it's not DW. No, it is not.
He just hits it with his sticks.
Honestly, I'm the only drummer who knows nothing about drum kits. Honestly, I have no idea.
Someone was selling money, bought it, and it sounds good. That's all you need to know.
It's a Mapex. It's a maple series of maple.
What about yourself?
Me, I actually started when I was 3.
Oh, really?
My dad had an original band, and you know, I used to listen to it, and so I used to go through my dad's cassettes and his tapes, and I found the Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne, and yes, you know, that's when it all started.
He was supposed to. One of his quotes is, I'm retiring at 40. Who wants to tour at 40 years old or something? And he's like,
he's still there.
It's definitely an idol for us musicians because it gives us that message to never give up.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, it shows that heart that's inside of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll just have to feed him a couple bats, right?
That's the cats here. So
with his shoes.
Ow! Don't bite me.
All right, you got to show the little monster look. Aww.
There's the camera. Ay! Oh!
Kitty.
Man overboard.
So let me ask, because I know that you guys are performing out. When did you guys start performing out again after COVID?
When was that?
We have October.
No, it wasn't. It was November. It was
October 21.
Yeah, late October 21.
Okay.
We were probably very unprepared, but we just dove into it.
We supported a band called Gender Roles that just played Leeds or Download Festival.
Yeah. So they played at the same. So when Gender Roles played Leeds, I think Creeper played Reading. So they were like, they'd be quite. So
it was quite a big.
There's a bit of a hoo-ha
big gig for us.
I think one of our biggest ones that we were quite nervous about. Have you ever heard of a band called Top Loader? Yeah, we opened for them. That was great.
No,
that was pretty good.
That was scary as well. I was really drunk.
Good times. So let me ask, you have a song called Face Down.
Yes.
I know you were teasing everyone for a little while. I did find the music video here, so I'm very excited to play it. But can you guys give me like the backstory on this song? Like just how the magic was made to create this?
Well, as you probably find from the lyrics of the song, it's about an ex.
They're all about ex.
They're all about most of the songs are about breakups.
Yes.
No, you can't name people specifically, Huey. That's just
it was him. He's
it was just a breakup song about an ex, about a relationship that probably shouldn't have been, but it was, and eventually it ended. And yeah, it didn't end on
your experiences through that.
Yeah, pretty much.
It ended for the best.
It was a very emotional relationship for me.
The song was like an acoustic song, didn't it? So that's during lockdown. Actually.
Yeah, it was. So Jimmy had a riff that he sent to me because he plays guitar as well as bass, and he sent it me, I was like, oh, that's cool. So I'll
and then within 5 minutes, you'd have this vocal line. I
just read the vocal melody.
If you listen to it, look, it sounds totally different from it is.
So the song existed before the band.
Yeah. Well, me and him were going to start another band, but the original name was called Heavy Salad.
It was, yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Did you say heavy salads? I love that.
That was the working title.
So yeah, that's where it came from. That was the origin. Dutch.
That's incredible. All right.
So now we've introduced ourselves.
Well, now you know why the letter Y comes after X.
That's good.
He's going to be telling that joke all night now, you know.
Yeah.
But actually, after this interview, we're going to a gig tonight, actually.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and looking forward to it. It's not too far away. It's a local one, so
first one for a while.
Yeah, we haven't had one for 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks.
I can't remember. A couple of weeks. Yeah, everything blurs into one.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's listen to Face Down.
Oh, sweet.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll press.
Like, share, and subscribe, everyone, to Fly52. You can find them on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, and Deezer. Here is Fly52 and Face Down. That was badass.
Yeah.
Love it.
Give it up to love, everybody.
Yeah.
Right? I agree. So, I know a lot of your songs are like you said about exes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have to have the ladies falling all over you.
I wish you were.
It's usually running away.
Yeah. Music's on the floor.
This is the closest thing I've come to pussy in ages.
This bit.
I apologize about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I love it. I love it. Like I said, music's the key to the soul, but laughter's the key to the heart. So thank you guys again for being you and sharing this laughter. Like, I love it.
Thank you.
So
friends, to be fair, so you are right there.
Everyone's my girlfriend.
But they've all got penises though, that's the weird thing.
They're all in my band.
You're my girlfriend.
I carry around this wire with me all the time to remind me of my exes.
well, now you need a letter Y. Because then when you see the X, you just hand them a Y. So, anxiety girl, I know you guys had touched a little bit on that one. You know, I know like anxiety is a big thing in the world, and especially, you know, when you're having to deal with somebody with anxiety.
Yeah.
This is a
Cheery
one.
Cheery one, this one.
Great.
Yeah.
This got me in trouble last time.
Do you guys want to go ahead and give a little bit of backstory on Anxiety Girl?
So basically, it's more of a song about how two people can't be together because of mental illness, and anxiety being the main reason why. And yeah, so I just wrote a song about it.
Did you write this like by yourself, or did they help you?
Touchy about the song. Really touchy about it.
A lot of old feelings.
One of the best things he's ever said is because Anxiety Girl seems to be the biggest hit. It's just like she seems to be getting about. It's like she's got anxiety.
Yeah. Everyone likes it. It's like she doesn't really have anxiety.
I mean, if it is quite touchy, it means that like the song actually means something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a fan favourite. A lot of people have said
It's the go-to one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which we didn't expect, to be fair.
It's the first one we recorded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very first song, and
It was the very first one we completed together as a band.
we never thought it would like go off as much as it did. Maybe. Yeah. We thought we were playing it safe recording that one, but people like it. Yeah.
Well, I think people can relate to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Many people around the world, especially COVID time, went through anxiety, you know, they went through like social anxiety and, you know, dealing with that, especially mental health. People connect with that because, you know, everybody needs to know like they're not alone. We all feel these things.
Absolutely.
And, you know, when you connect with someone through your lyrics, through your music, you know, and through your art, like that's what goes ahead. Those feels is what attracts people to make that a hit. And so congratulations, guys. Are you guys ready to spin this one out?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Introduce it, Chris.
introduce it. This is Anxiety Girl from Flight 52. Enjoy, people.
Lovely news.
Awesome.
Now you're in my head, so once you inside it, you wasted the light when you wanted me to wait. Now you moved on and you have found you my heart will go on. I'm not in a huge rush, so I'm just gonna live the way they don't want me to be. All of my friends are calling me stupid, but I respect love. I am no cupid, so much of my love just went to waste. Please don't leave me black when I was once golden. Now that you go, but part of me holds on, playing with fire alone, erase the flame. I want you to leave unless you'll stay with me. The pain fills your eyes like the oceans let you cry. And now you left hating, I'm biding my time with life. I'm left waiting, something borrowed turned from black to blue. So I'm coming home, I hope that you're ready. And if it's too much, we'll end it already. Nothing great happens when you're on the edge. I want you to leave unless you'll stay with me. The pain fills your eyes like the oceans let you cry. There's something wrong, but should I forgive it? It's beating me black and it makes me feel so sick. This battle is won, but I cannot escape from this war that we made. It's so full of our hate. It wasn't me that the hatred took over. My luck's now changed with my four-leaf clover. Can we dance in the rain, knowing that I'm meant for you? For you, for you. I want you to leave unless you'll stay with me. The pain fills your eyes like the oceans let you cry.
Wow, guys.
Hello.
We love the extra bits you put in there. Fantastic.
You amplified it all.
I told you, I make these things with love because you guys deserve them. You know, I know you guys have a gig that you guys are going to be doing. Do you guys want to go ahead and maybe give a shout out to some of the other gigs that you have coming up in the future?
Sure. Yeah. We're playing. So we've got one of the biggest ones next year in March, the 11th, I think, is we're supporting Tenacious Double D, which is like obviously Tenacious D tribute act, and they're pretty big over here in the UK, so that's quite a big one.
I want to take a Destiny.
Fully enough, we're actually friends with the guitarist.
Oh, I have been trying to reach out to him because Jack Black, I love him.
He's so good.
He is an amazing artist.
You have to do with.
Yeah. We've got one on the 28th, no, 18th.
No, wait, this one. 17th of next month.
And the 2nd of next month.
And
but then local shows, just to see the era.
Just a couple of local ones.
Just to see the era, yeah.
That's something we could probably say on here. We're actually looking at taking some bookings for next year. There's a story about this and why we haven't got too many booked in. So
No. No, who's on their job?
we had a band meeting, and we give each other roles to do. Now, it's like roles are assigned for things to the band, like, like radio plays, promotions, Spotify, bookings.
Right, I'll tell you what, right, Angie, I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up. I didn't do it.
He didn't do too much.
I done nothing.
No, he didn't do anything. He forgot what his roles were for a period of about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, shut up.
I appreciate you accepting that you meant. Wow. You just witnessed something truly. It's never happened.
I did, and it was magic right there.
So we're going to take the early part of next year just to write songs down.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
We're looking at getting away, just turning all our phones off, just getting away for a week, taking electric drum kit, just like so we can just write some songs.
We're going to write some magic.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes. Well, I hope you guys continue to share because I love to follow your journey.
We'll keep you updated. Absolutely.
Some things we're going to look at, like just getting just a tripod stand for a phone camera, so we can just live stream it. So we can start recording our own stuff or what we're doing practice wise and getting some more content on there, because we're all we haven't been going very long. We're all sort of new to it, so it's stuff we're working on,
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to share. So anytime. Now, what is the song "No Goodbyes" about?
That's for you too.
It was you sent me the riff, didn't you?
Yeah, I was fooling around on guitar and then I just found this weird kind of melody thing and I sent it in. And you have to be careful with sending in music. It has to be at a specific time, I found. I could send him a song at noon and he'd be like, yeah, what are you sending me that for? But if I send it him at midnight, oh man, I just got all afternoon. Waiting. He said, I've got chills. I've got something for that. And then straight away, similar to the story with Face Down, he said, I've got these words. He sung them, and it just fit. And then whatever story he went with,
it sounds nothing like how it did though.
No, when I started writing the lyrics for it, again, it was going to be about that specific ex. But I thought, no, I'm sick of writing about said ex, so I'm just going to turn it into a story of just like a teenage sort of heartbreak, which didn't happen to me, the story of the song, but it was more fictional, really. But yeah, it's just a breakup story.
It
started off as it was going to be about myself, but it isn't. It's all about me.
This is my personal favourite one to play live.
It's good fun.
This one gets the crowd involved.
Even though it's our least played song on Spotify, which I find amazing.
Probably because it's the longest, you reckon?
Maybe. It's probably the most emotional and the heaviest, maybe. So
yeah, you have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
It's got to be at the right time on the clock, right?
I found a message on Instagram yesterday saying that's the mood that they're in right now.
Yeah.
There's no goodbye. So I think that's what it is with that song. You've just got to feel
that's what music does, isn't it? You can listen to it happy and it sounds one way, and then you listen to it sad.
I think our aim with writing music is to make people feel how we feel,
sad, depressed, and not wanting.
We haven't got a song about a girl wanting us.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to next year write a song about a girl wanting you guys.
Listen to it; they won't like it.
It could be fictional.
No girl wants us.
I've got a girlfriend.
What?
You could actually you could start it out about a girl wanting you, and it could be that cute little kitty cat you guys got there at the end of the story. Total twist.
Yeah.
Hello, Kitty.
Well, to be fair,
there you go.
We've got reason to make music about getting back together now, so that's great. That's fantastic.
That's it.
You're my number one.
Aww.
Stop it. That's very nice.
So let's go ahead. Let's check out No Goodbyes.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Please don't tell anyone. You're not alone in this.
Did you guys want to go ahead and do an introduction?
This is... No, go on,
Go on, you.
No Goodbyes by 552.
but I realize we were too young to commit our lives. I hope you find your place in this world. You'll always be that special girl.
All these questions inside my head, all these thoughts on why you lied. This pain, it hurts inside my chest.
like had me moving this whole time in my chair. I don't know why this is the least like played on your Spotify.
And to be fair, like David said, that me and Jimmy absolutely love playing it.
And to be honest, shout him out.
It is it's beautiful energy.
Yeah.
Beautiful energy.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Can we do a shout out to our boy Luke Davison Clark?
This is
Shout out to you, Luke.
He's our number one fan.
We love you.
He's also my explanation. No.
If you had artists out there that wanted to go ahead and look to you guys as influences, some of you guys looked at Blink 182, and things, what would you say to them?
Just go for it. Be yourself.
Go for it.
Don't be nervous and just stick at it. And there's always ups and downs, like with everything in life. But the highs definitely beat the lows,
And don't like. If you want to go for a certain genre, I mean, it's easy to go for a certain genre, but if you're writing music and it feels one way, don't try and stick to it. Do whatever you feel.
Yeah. A few of our songs, you're probably finding like some of them sound completely different to the others, maybe because we're not like stuck. We're not putting ourselves in a box, if you like.
We write because we enjoy playing our music.
We've broken the box and. Break the box and just
some sound more
do what feels right.
So that's how I pick. Just whatever comes to you.
Yeah, be authentic and true.
Yeah,
that's it.
Don't sample other artists' songs and put them in your songs.
Oh my goodness. Do you know how much of that I see? You're so right. The other thing is, though, we all kind of copy off of something, don't we? We all kind of like copy off of something.
So I was
we all kind of copy or get something from someone.
Yeah, that's inspiration, exactly. Yeah, there's only so many notes, isn't there?
Everything sounds like very true.
It's what you do with it, how it feels, and what lyrics go behind it as well.
And isn't it amazing that even though there is only a certain amount of notes, that there are so many different wonderful things you can create with them? Like there's more letters in the alphabet, right?
No, there's not. There's not. In the Japanese alphabet, there's more than 20 of them.
You're the one putting it. You can't say that without
No. Yeah, I'm pointing at me. Right. I'm going to finish it now. There's more than 26 letters in the alphabet. Because you mentioned the alphabet.
As you can probably tell, he's the only one with beer in his hand.
No, this is an energy drink.
Doesn't want to lie on camera.
How many? Sure.
It's okay. I'm just glad that you guys are here and you guys are being yourselves. Like, I love this. You guys got to give me hearts. Can you guys give me hearts? Share the love.
I'm going to on my chest and poke it to you.
My everything.
There's 46.
Give me that phone.
That's a fact.
This is your new one. And then the second word's drumming after it.
What, drummer times 2?
That's for the drummer that doesn't know the drum kit.
Exactly.
Once before and we'll do it again.
Right, I'll start. Take care and enjoy the rest of the interview.
Can you guys tell me about My Everything?
What's that? Sorry.
Can you tell me about the song My Everything?
We're wondering which was your fourth one you picked.
So this one, I kind of, when I was like playing guitar in high school, I was having my lessons and everything, but I was really into Blink 182. I thought I'd start like trying to write my own song, and I kind of like I got something similar to My Everything, and then I stopped playing for years and years and years, and then picked it up again when COVID came, and it was just a song about what I never even had a girlfriend at the time, so it was like what I think it would be like to have a girlfriend, if you like, yeah, fictional sort of thing.
It's what you want. It's what you want in life.
Like you guys are seriously over 18, right?
So the inspiration came from Blink-182 Carousel. But it's like very, you probably, when I've said it, you might hear it slightly in there. That's sort of where it came from. And it's our most jumpiest, pop punky song, I think, that we've got. Apart from Face Down as well.
But can I just say one of the lyrics? It wasn't supposed to be in there. We just said it for a laugh.
Oh yeah, when we were writing the lyrics in practice, I sort of blurted it out about the specific region down in the bush region.
He said pubic hair.
And we just kept it because it was just so funny.
It worked.
Plus, that song, like Face Down, me and Chris played a version of that years ago when we had a random jam together.
Yeah, so that's how we met the mutual friends.
So that song also existed before Fly 52.
Well, we did.
So what we've established is we've written no new songs.
No.
It was the only sort of song that I remember trying to write when I was younger, learning guitar, and that's the only one that stuck. So eventually it got turned into my everything with these guys.
And a lot of people like it as well.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we do love playing it. It's fun to play like. Yeah.
Right, it's not sampled. This is all original. You guys wrote this. You guys met through this song. Did I hear that right? Did you say that's how you met?
Me and Dewey, we met through a mutual friend. I think I was about 21 at the time, and he just started playing guitar. So I got asked to go in a band with him. Dewey was playing bass, and I was just on guitar. We wasn't really singing. We were like both going to take it in turns with this other guy, Tom, his name is, and we didn't even have a drummer. But we were just hanging around. I think we had about 3 or 4 practices.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing a house up. My eldest daughter, she was on the way.
He's still doing the house.
Yeah. So I just like it kind of like dwindled into nothing sort of thing. But that was the song that came.
Yeah.
The genesis was there. Yeah. So it was like high school, first sort of when I met Huey, like 10 years ago, and then obviously finally finished it with all together now. And that's
So all in all, it wasn't when we first met.
Okay, so I don't need my pillow.
This is Blink-182 Carousel. Enjoy.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
Are you ready?
Go on then.
Right. Oh, this is on. Quick, go.
You're listening to Fly 52.
You didn't care. When you leave, I just stop and stare. it seem without a place to go? Why did you leave me all alone? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Now when I call you don't wanna talk. I miss your voice and the way you walk. I see your face when I close my eyes, and I can't live without your smile. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You are my everything. You mean everything to me. I gave you everything. You meant everything to me. My heart is racing now, panic attack inbound. I have no self-control, I should have let you go. You are my everything. You mean everything to me. I'll give you everything. You mean everything to me. You are my everything. You mean everything to me. I gave you everything. You meant everything to me.
Yeah. A breakup song. I haven't even had a girlfriend.
The rhythm playing on that song is just tremendous.
It is,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
It's just tremendous.
Oh, it is.
It's another world. It's like you were there on time.
And then Chris was never there on time.
Hey.
The harmonies were impeccable.
Give some credit.
Thank you.
Give some credit to the drummer and the singer.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely amazing.
Well, when we recorded it, me and the guy with the can in his hand, no surprise,
I've got nothing.
we might have got a little bit drunk the night before recording, and I turned up a little bit late to recording, so Jimmy had to record my rhythm section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they made you pay the price for it later.
It's not a finished product, though, isn't it? It's a finished product. So it's fine.
So I have to ask, what's next in the future? Like the long term, where do you see yourselves going?
Long term, hopefully, you know, maybe sell out shows on global megastars, millions and millions of Spotify streams,
Okay, enough of this bullshit.
Playboy Mansion.
Is that a thing anymore?
I don't know.
We want to try and get into some not local, I wouldn't say local, more UK
festivals.
Yeah.
Slam Dunk is the big one.
Slam Dunk,
I don't know if
yeah.
you've heard of Slam Dunk in America, but
We absolutely love to play Slam Dunk, but that is our main goal, is to get on the
Just on the
bigger
institution
festivals.
stage.
To progress from little venues and pubs to the.
So shout out if Mr. Slam Dunk himself is listening to this. We're available.
We'll have to make sure to hashtag him in this video. We'll get his attention one way or another.
Leon in France, aren't we, in 2020?
Yeah. But all I'm going to say is we've got a lot planned for next year. We've got a lot of stuff.
There's a lot we want to do.
There's a lot we want to do. We're going to put eyes to it. It's going to work out. It's going to be fantastic.
We've got a couple of tracks that have been recorded that are currently getting mixed. We've got another music video which has been done, been shot. The track's almost finished, so that'll be out next before Christmas. Before Christmas, yeah. It's a pretty cool video. We're all wearing makeup and whatnot. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we look like a very bad
somehow. Yeah, we look worse.
That's a very bad kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, like snob.
It's kind of like a Halloween type.
Yeah, we shot it on Halloween, so we didn't release it on Halloween. Because we had a lot before Halloween, so we couldn't actually do it. But it's Halloween-esque, I'd say.
It's Halloween all year from people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is.
Look at that, he's not even wearing a mask.
You guys are awesome. We're going to go ahead and we're going to close out the show with playing your face down again. All right, so everybody knows that they need to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Right?
We're on it. Yeah, thank you. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Grindr, and pretty much everything. You know? So just give us a like and follow.
Swipe right.
Let's go ahead. Let's share. Face down again, and let's close this show. Absolutely.
It's been really, really fun.
Hopefully keep in touch with us as well. We'd love to keep in touch with you.
Absolutely. Well, just please stay for a few minutes after I close the show. Okay? And we'll go ahead and we'll talk for a few and we'll get that taken care of.
Enjoy.
Here we go, guys. This is Fly 52. You make sure to like, share, subscribe.
Click that shit.
Send us money.
stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I love you, oh loves. Do you have those? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have those? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love.